daughter stole a Jeep.
We got a shift knob up
had.
there.
Yeah, I brought a box from home that had a bunch of like random stickers and shit in it.
Phil C10. All right.
That's why I'm like,
Philly.
I added some stuff. I had Lock City up there. Yeah, the C10. There's a Fieldworks on our fridge now.
Wonderful. Just adding to the collection.
Yeah. So are we partying?
Yeah.
We are the pre.
Is still any tequila in there?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. That doesn't get popped too much.
Yeah, I don't imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah, is you a big tequila guy?
I love tequila.
Oh well.
Did you ever drink tequila that was made with a sheep?
Look at this Facebook Marketplace.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's
Chrysler 300. Chrysler Crossfire. Is this available? Yes, it is. Okay. Are you interested? No.
just checking.
I'm just gonna start doing that with my Jingles Facebook account. Let me see if I can see us on the pre-party.
We can, yeah. It shows us that we are live. Hopefully everybody can hear us.
Oh, I'm not subscribed.
And we're not spiking too bad.
Where the hell's
Hopefully the audio sounds
should sound good. Hopefully.
How do we sound? Chat
Anybody?
room, I can't see. Revival Motoring, is it?
Yes. 147. Oh, look at him. He's already ahead of the game. He knows where we're at.
Revival Motoring.
Earning a pay over here.
Oh, we're live. Oh, hello, chat room.
There we go.
Oh,
All
details by Doug. Audio exclusive. Rick V-Dub. Braxes. And Josh Garcia?
right. I should start pronouncing it like that.
Garcia?
Garcia. What? What exactly is that?
It's a beautiful name, buddy. That's what that is.
Doug says sounds great.
Okay. Good.
Well,
There we
that's
go.
good. That's new.
It's a first.
Chris is here.
Chris hanging out?
Chris D.
Just hanging.
Yep. I guess we can start pretty quick.
Can we?
Anybody, do you have any?
Do you have any pre-party stuff to talk
I was
about?
going to say, I don't have any pre-party. So you doing another live DJing soon?
I don't know, maybe. I don't really plan. People think
They
I
just
plan
happen.
things. That's
Yeah,
like
they
the
just
biggest
happen.
problem. Because I don't. Because everybody asks me when the donut meets are. I'm like, I have no idea.
There was a reason.
Happens when it happens.
It's just,
I can't
yeah.
remember.
Immediately after the podcast, we're like, you know what we should have announced? A donut meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
We're talking about a big donut at some point.
Big donut.
Talking about
Probably have
another thing.
little
Another event.
donut.
I think we're going to have an event in May, though. So
Yes.
if you're in here on the in the early pre-party, know that we're going to have an event in May, probably in the
Yes,
middle.
Probably the 15th, to be
Oh,
specific.
wow. I didn't know you were going to give it away like that.
Oh,
May
I mean,
15th, mark your calendars.
It may
if
not
you're early.
happen.
Why do I
Could
feel like
may need a rain date.
Why do I feel like I'm doing something on the May 15th?
I know you're doing something
The 19th.
the 9th or the latter week as well.
15th?
Oh, I'm out. May 15th, Nate Diaz fight. So
Is that a
Oh,
Nate Diaz fight?
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, but
So what are we doing? Will,
Is
I,
it that
will I
not-
be home for like 10?
I think so, because I'm going to that fight.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm
but I
also-
wanted to have a party after, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't. We get to change that date.
Yeah, we might have to
Yeah,
look
we'll
at.
figure
Let's
something
do the
out.
14th.
Is that
Friday?
Actually, we might be able to do the Friday
Do an afternoon type thing? Or do we?
potentially.
Yeah.
I don't even know
Okay.
what we're talking about.
Let's plan this live on there.
I thought it was a donut meet.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
Oh,
don't.
no. This is going to be a fancy thing.
Yeah.
This is a big event.
Big screen involved.
Big screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Screening process.
Oh, if you're trying to do that then.
Some
there
weird
was
Temperature.
couch.
temperature.
someone to reach out to us that wanted to maybe host that for us.
Host what?
What Josh is talking about.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. A brewery
Oh.
that has a giant projector and a
Wait,
giant
the
blank wall.
brewery's doing Josh's gender reveal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's a little late. but you
We're all
can
going
always
to stomp
change-
on a balloon and see what color it is.
Where is
Woo!
it? Are they local?
It's
Warwick.
local.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
So
really good
we'll see,
idea.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
supposed to talk to you about that before this.
That might
We'll
help.
touch base after
That
this.
may help things along
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah,
have an
because people
email.
like brews.
Yeah.
Breweries. Bruiseries.
Breweries, yeah, that can be a big deal.
That's, yeah.
Wow.
I like that a lot. I like it a lot.
I love it.
All right, let me hit that red button.
Double record?
Shook, you good over there?
Oh, wow. He's even got the nonverbal responses.
Let's go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who
Hello.
and Corey.si.
That intro was so loud in
It
my
was the
ears.
loudest I've ever
It
heard.
was loud.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it didn't
That's
sound.
loud.
Hopefully, it didn't sound too bad.
Yeah.
No,
Over the stream.
I heard it's great over the stream.
Everybody just turned it off.
Yeah.
We also have our friend Chris hanging out to talk about what's been going on in his life, building
hello.
fences,
Things,
and
R7 builds.
maybe some track night discussions, things of that
Ooh.
nature.
Possibly.
Possibly.
But before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by. It's my turn.
Oh, I'm so excited for
It's my
this.
turn.
Pressure's off.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for springtime? When spring is in the air, it can only mean one thing: baseball season. Are you ready to step up to the plate with Manscaped? You're on the mound, you're ready to throw a two-finger fastball, and the catcher throws up a signal for a curveball. You try to shake off that sign, but the catcher continues to call for that off-speed pitch. You have to call timeout and ask for a mound visit. You come up with a game plan. Take a little off the fastball. No one can help you take a little off the fastball more than Manscaped. If you want to take your balls deep into the ninth, visit manscaped.com to grab your perfect package 3.0, which includes the Lawnmower 3.0 crop preserver, and if you had a long day on the job, the crop reviver. Do yourself a favor and hit a home run with Manscaped. Visit manscaped.com, use code REVIVAL, REVIVAL20 at checkout for 20% off and free shipping.
Wow. Manscaped, step up to the plate.
Manscaped.
Josh, that
Wow,
was
Josh,
wonderful.
that was unbelievable.
I mean, you can
I'm
throw
so
the
glad I
you,
didn't try.
you can throw the
Yeah.
knuckleball.
Yeah.
there's
the-
just so
The balls deep into the ninth really got me.
Yeah, for sure.
Knuckle
that's
deep?
where it peaked.
that was I figured, not everybody can throw a perfect game, but you can certainly try.
That was really beautiful.
Actually, do you want to do that one?
Oh yeah, I got you.
All right.
This episode is also brought to you by Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Your boys have been hot on the hot sauce train for quite some time now. That trail led us to none other than the very best, Heartbeat Hot Sauce. Heartbeat Hot Sauce is made from all natural ingredients. That means all locally grown produce. None of this canned veggie stuff. We don't want none of that. If you don't want to be a jerk, get familiar with what a pepper tastes like after being fermented for 45 days. Do yourself a favor. Visit heartbeathotsauce.com. Check out their selection. They have, if you don't want hot sauce and you want the coolest T-shirts, they've really stepped up their T-shirt game. I don't have
Yeah.
to get on that.
Yeah.
I'm really missing out on that train. Use code REVIVAL, REVIVAL, for 20% off your purchase. Let them know your boy sent you. That's all.
That's it.
That's it. Enjoy it. I had a
Shouts.
little hot wing extravaganza at my house Friday night.
Did you?
It was all surrounded by. I've been trying to at least once a week make something revolving around Heartbeat Hot Sauce
Mhm.
and what I have in the fridge. I achieved that twice this week, but the wings were really
I'm gonna be honest. I've been putting on some weird shit,
whatever you can.
like a hot dog.
Marshmallows.
Yeah,
Like
a hot dog,
I put the
bologna?
the lion's mane hot sauce on a hot
I gotta
dog.
get some lines made, man. I
It's
missed out
phenomenal.
on it.
Phenomenal.
Bologna log.
That's the exactly big bologna.
I threw a little of the scorpion. I made some beef braised short ribs this
Yep.
weekend. A little scorpion on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just adds to it. I just put red habanero on my burrito that we just had.
Same.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Very tight.
And last but certainly not least, this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by New England Auto and Truck Recyclers. New England Auto and Truck Recyclers, also known as NEATR, located in Winchendon, Massachusetts, is a premium recycled auto parts destination. Engines, transmissions, body panels, wheels, used tires, interior parts, etc., all cleaned, tested, and reliable. And the kicker, all of these parts come with a 6-month warranty. So, if you're interested in, putting your ride together, maybe you got a Mark III that's missing a couple panels or two,
No.
or everything, you can check out their website, finduseparts.com. Again, that's finduseparts.com, or give them a call at 1-800-553-3080, or you can go to their YouTube channel and look at new cars that are in stock that they have displayed on their channel, which it's actually quite cool how they do it. They walk you around the vehicle, show you what's good, what's not, explain, all right, here we got left front bumper, left front suspension, left front brake sets, whatever. Whatever the vehicle may be, they point out all the stuff that is salvageable and good, and they'll hook you up. So, again, that's New England Auto and Truck Recyclers, or finduseparts.com. Go check them out.
I was creeping around their website, checking out some stuff.
I think Chris and I saw a car on their way there at the track night that we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
the YouTube. Like I honestly find as I'm working on different stuff at night or whatever, and I'm waiting for something to download or render or whatever, go on YouTube. I'm like, oh, cool, they just posted a new thing, and I'm just like, oh shit, I have no use for it or need, but I find myself watching all the videos.
I saw you chopping it up on Facebook the other day, saying you needed an LS.
I don't even want to
Facebook?
go down that road.
Can those boys help us out?
Are you looking for an LS?
Oh, there's something else.
Facebook?
There's something else I'm gonna be looking for. You don't even want to know.
Are you on Facebook now?
I'm on the Facebooks.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try not to be on the
bit.
Facebooks. I'm more of a Twitter guy myself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you my only Facebook friend.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
So you get Jingles to approve it.
Yeah, I try not to expose myself on Facebook. I don't use my real name.
That's why I'm not on there anymore.
I don't use my real name, but unfortunately, people still kind of find me, and it's a stupid necessity for some Instagram stuff that we need. So that's why. But I was on there,
Exposing yourself.
just exposing my love for the LS platform, which led me to believe, well, why am I going to beat around the bush and build something with an LS when I can just buy something
With an LS.
like a C5 Corvette?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard
So-
that. I heard there's super easy LS swap.
Dude,
Yeah.
I followed the Corvette fan page the other day. It's going down. It's going down
You
that
just
road.
did the flow chart. Like, I want a sports car with an LS.
Yep.
Do you want to work? No. Buy a vet.
Bing.
Okay.
It's just why am I going to waste
Would you like it to function all the
critical
time?
time.
Buy a vet.
Yeah.
like I'm just pros and cons. It's got a lot of pros. I mean, I like New Balances. They're comfortable. Not into the jean shorts quite yet, but I'm approaching 40, so it's going to happen,
gonna happen.
inevitably. Right. So
Chris, can you get us a vet on trade or what? You got anything hanging out the lot?
Very easy.
see, yeah.
There we
So
go.
and that's the
This
thing.
guy
Like
with a very easy.
Yeah.
these C5 Corvettes.
Give Chris your social so he can just finance it out as soon as he
something
gets
whipped
it.
up. Under 10K, you can get a solid one.
I'll
Like-
have it outside before the podcast.
Have a guy drive it down right now.
I never questioned this man.
No,
Yeah,
no.
It'll happen.
It can happen. There's a lot of different routes, but yeah, I'm dare to say I'm obsessed with currently C5 Corvette
With a vet.
with a vet. Never in my life would I have imagined this.
I mean, they're fast and they're sports cars,
I
so
think
that's good.
I do. So that's a good
Blindfold
thing.
yourself on the interior.
All the
I mean, it doesn't
interior,
matter. They're fine too. I don't care.
interior's gonna have to just go. That'll
I drove a
disappear.
C6 and it was the biggest feeling small car I've ever driven. Besides, I've driven an SL600 and that car felt like you were driving an Air Force carrier and it was not that big.
I can see that with seating position because it must feel like I've never driven a C5 nor C6 either. So I assume it feels like the hood is 20 feet long.
You'd be astounded how not impressive 400 horsepower is.
For the C5 345.
Oh, I'm sure that's much better.
Yeah. Take 50 away.
Yeah.
I mean, they rip. Take that on a track night.
Bit heavy. Bit on the
Yeah,
heavy
so they're
side.
porkers. That's
Yeah.
How heavy are they?
3,400 pounds.
Wow, that's really heavy.
Yeah, it was heavier than I thought.
3,400 pounds and the whole thing's made out of fiberglass?
I believe that's what it is.
It's all engine.
It's all engine, baby. It's all that aluminum motor.
It's all structure underneath. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sports car, right?
Sound deadening for comfortability, like comfortable interior.
I know all the
Sure.
panels still flex and break into.
You're listening to Kenny G
pieces
in that
like
thing.
fire.
Can't have it too loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. I'm just gonna pull up.
Please
one
get a
day.
purple
I'm
one.
just gonna. I'm gonna pull up
Do they make purple?
C4s, not in C5s, but
Get a coupe though.
literally like
Yeah, gotta do
Yeah.
coupe.
Yeah.
Coupe.
There's so many C4s that are purple.
How about yellow? Yellow C5?
So the yellow one that I found that would need a whole roof replacement.
Why
Oh,
would
the yellow. Yeah, yeah.
The
yeah.
yellow
it went
one, yeah.
upside down?
Yeah, or at least the pole fell on it. One of the two. I don't quite know. It might have hit it, vertically.
How many airbags exploded?
Probably all of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Cut
most
those out.
likely. Yeah, but I mean, not gonna need them anyway.
Not where we're going.
Exactly.
Are you going to drift this thing or just have it as a Sunday cruiser?
I think it'll be a drive to the drift track.
Are we going to start having?
He's going full Matt Field.
Are we going to start having Weiss Fab ads at the beginning of this podcast? Brought to you by Weiss
Who
Fab.
sells good? What is it?
Knuckles? You need some
Knuckles?
Knuckles?
Yeah.
I heard that you got to have knuckles before you even start trying to drift.
So that's the thing. I keep hearing, if you're gonna start
Our
drifting,
man's got it over there.
if you're
Shook
gonna
nose.
if you're gonna start drifting, start low, not much power. So I figured I'd just
Yeah.
dive right
Let
in.
me just dive right in.
It's a
Let me ignore
345.
everything that's ever been said to me.
We could probably turbo it before you even take it out once.
Realistically, yeah, I'm looking to have this thing done by July 4th.
Yeah, we got to have it out for the July 4th drift day.
That's why they make a turbo kit.
Dude, I think that'd be a big mood.
I can't even believe, again, it was a big step for me saying, well, I kind of want an LS. But again, as I'm you know,
Great. Why was that a big step?
I
Yeah,
just
if-
I never
in
liked any of it.
LS?
I don't like
That's like
many,
being, I want to own a pair of Jordans. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the greatest shoe ever made. Of course
Right.
you want to own a pair.
but it's for me. That's a huge. There's, I'm changing. Times are
changing?
changing.
You're
You're
getting
like, you know
older, my
what? I
friend.
want
I think-
engines that make a lot of horsepower.
Like now I get it. Like this is why there are
Yeah.
you know
I want them to work.
the dad hats and,
Sound good.
like Corvette clubs and like I get this. Yeah.
To you, would you full embrace all that?
No.
I'm actively
No.
So
trying
funny.
to find you one.
I
know
would-
that I'm going to have one for you
Yeah.
at the end of this podcast. Dude, people must be trading in vets like crazy. Wait till the market falls out. They're gonna be. It's gonna. I remember last time the market crashed.
Yeah.
You couldn't not see it. You could search anything on Craigslist, and a vet came up.
So Garrett P and I had a
That's what I've just been holding.
I was looking for lawn
everything-
gnomes.
So
Accidentally
it's-
bought a vet.
Garrett and I had a discussion.
Yeah.
You know, and it came it just came to the point of, okay, come late October,
Yep.
I need to just sit outside like a 50+ community
Yep.
and wait for the winter birds or snowbirds or whatever to leave
Yep.
and just be like, well, I got like $1,500 cash. What can I
just
get?
just have a sign 1,500 for your
Just
vet.
give me
Yeah.
something.
If I get a C6.
So that's another beneficial point is parts readily available. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about, you know, the lack of
And if you wreck it, you could probably sell the motor for what you paid for the whole car.
potentially.
I mean, this is
Or just I
I've yet to see a downside.
right. That's
this is all pluses.
yeah. I just
It's
Can't
C5's
see
the
where
one
you
with the
go
color
wrong.
painted headlights, right?
Yeah.
correct.
The bo-
yes.
oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make Chinese
still
tires
flip,
that fit those,
still
right?
flip up.
You got pop-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, you got pop-ups. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a lot of the traditional vet guys really didn't like when the pop-ups went away, and
Yeah.
I'll be one of those guys.
That'd be-
I'm ready to be one of those
Yeah.
guys.
Act like I won't paint the wheels the same color as the car.
I'm gonna go full monochromatic.
yeah.
Can we get them for $5,000, or you got to pay like 9-ish?
I assume. Yeah, well, see, here's the other thing too: is if you want, like, you know, I'm going full drift spec, you could probably find one with a salvage title.
Oh,
Or
I'm
no
sure you can
title
find
at
one. Yeah,
all.
I would go salvage title.
What do we got over
90%
there?
of them have
Shuck.
salvage.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna have a problem finding one without a salvage title.
Bring up Matt Field's car.
I think.
What's that? He's a Falcon tire guy, but just Matt Field's.
Oh,
drift.
okay, yeah, yeah. I know
think,
the car now.
Yeah, I don't know. I could get down, but I'd have to be in the $5,000 range.
Yeah, I'm looking to, you know,
Yeah, here's Josh right there.
There he is. Damn.
that's the plan.
Yeah.
Show me the picture of his homeboy on front.
No, that's a
Oh,
Sylvia.
Josh,
Yeah.
that's you.
Yeah, he used to drift Sylvia.
There we
yeah.
go.
Then,
Is
then
that-
he saw the
I
error in
think
his
that's
ways.
a C6 though, because those
Yes.
headlights are.
It
yeah.
is a C6.
Yeah.
That's not a bad.
So my understanding is I found this out yesterday. Cletus built one.
Yep. You
My-
found out that Cletus built a vet yesterday?
No, or
That's-
built
that's-
built a drift.
He's built a lot.
Yeah, it built a drift spec, if you will.
Yes.
And I was watching a video of him and Von Gittin around his track.
Young Ben
My
told
guy.
me back in the day, one of the last things he told me was that
Young Ben.
Cletus
He's
built
not
a
dead.
drift vet and that he's great at driving it. Young
Oh,
Ben
yeah.
actually sent me a text. Oh,
Oh,
you guys
quick,
ready for a Young
I
Ben
don't have
update? I don't think I even have any.
YBU?
You ready for a YBU? Young Ben sent me a wonderful. Oh, please let me pull it up. I totally forgot about this. I didn't even read it in my notes because I was like, yeah, it's Young Ben. He wrote me a message that said,
Dear truck.
it was on Friday. He wrote,
my dearest.
do you
Chuck.
know anyone that's built an LS motor?
No.
this son of a bitch?
That's what he writes. Do you know anyone that's built an LS motor? And I wrote,
Those are
Literally.
Phil's is decently built and getting builter.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Turbo Mike probably has, none of which he could reach out to. And they were, okay, I'm helping my friend put together his heads, and we're trying to figure out if he needs to do anything to install the valves other than just put them in. And I wrote, I have no idea. There's got to be YouTubes on that. And he wrote, I can't find anyone doing the valves with the heads off, with the head off, and just sent me a picture of the head off.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
So
That's-
first
that's
off,
a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to
What do you
unpack
have?
there.
if the guy helping you is Young Ben and you're asking him for stuff, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I understand another set of hands is great.
Is this the homeless friend?
I was just gonna say. I wonder.
Homeless fence building a vet.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, it looks like a pretty. If I look at the picture, it looks like a little countertop with the vet head on it. It looks
Yep.
to have a Disney World poster in the background. So it seems to be a small child's bedroom. They're building this thing in. And I don't know. Let's hope it got built. And that he never wrote me back.
Let's see. Valve seat install, valve spring and valve stem.
I was going to say
seal
that took you maybe
install.
32 seconds.
I mean, you got to understand that. Obviously, I knew that it's on.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Valve
an
tray
LS.
install. Yeah, yeah. It's
Like,
Just drop them in, baby.
yeah. So even recently, Jimmy Oakes put out a video of him and Brian working on Brian's LS.
I haven't really checked
Ju-
up on
Quite informative. I liked it.
I don't know. I've never worked on one of those cars, but I'm just thinking like, didn't he said he? Am I losing my mind?
that. YB.
Yeah, but he said
He grabbed for second.
You're right.
I can't
Right,
find
try to grab
anyone
second.
doing the valves with the head off.
Yeah.
How would you do them with the head on?
I thought that.
You put him in through the top.
I thought that when you read it, but I didn't. I was gonna leave that one alone.
Just dump them through the top. Yeah. I mean, I just figure, is it push rod and I don't understand it? How could you put valves in with the head on?
Ben's trying to figure it out.
Like, do you drop the crank and you drop the rods and pistons and just use a magnet to put them through?
Just go on the underside.
Am I not understanding how it works?
No, I think you got it.
Yeah,
No,
I don't think you're the one
If you're
misunderstanding.
dropping valves
Yeah.
through the head, the valves aren't going to work.
Yeah.
Not going to seal super good.
Just
Maybe
put them in through the oil.
the oil galley. Yeah.
Exactly. Oil fill.
Maybe he didn't explain it the best. I don't know.
Right, he's
Hit him with a text now and say,
How'd
"How did it go?" He'll never remember it's Wednesday
How
night and we
the
record.
Head install.
he's
I don't know how you would put in valves with the heads on the car. Oh, maybe if you dump them in the oil fill, they'll just pound them in.
Yeah.
they got a seat.
That's
I
like the
don't-
kids' toy. You keep pressing the button to land the little bubbles on the.
Exactly. It's going to be on the right one.
Yeah.
Turn it again. I think it's in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maybe there's something. I don't know. I've never worked on one of those motors, but I mean, if it's a motor for a car, I'm pretty sure you can't put the valves in with the head on.
Yeah. I
It
don't.
literally, yeah, right. How to install new valve springs.
Ben, whoa, it went great.
It went great. Oh, good. Okay.
All right.
This
so
is great news.
Yeah.
here we go.
Thank you for sharing.
Problem solved. Sounds good.
Okay, it went great. Big shout out to Young Ben.
Oh,
It
yeah.
rocks. Whoop.
Rocks.
There it is. we missed you. We should have Young Ben in for an interview. If you can't do valves without removing the head, you're not an enthusiast from OD Exclusive. That's some specialty tools.
Yeah.
So, big shout to Young Ben. That's a quick Young Ben update, and it seems like he's doing very well. That's the fastest he's ever returned.
Ever responded?
That's seriously,
Responded.
yeah. That's that might be the fastest thing he's ever done ever.
Yeah. God bless you, buddy. Oh, what's he saying? Oh, he sent me a picture.
Oh boy.
It's his balls. No. It's a picture of the motor on the on a stand.
On the
There we
stand,
are.
yeah.
back
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
these guys are getting there.
But does it have valves in it?
There's
Yeah.
no valves.
I
no
can,
valves
they can neither
whatsoever.
confirm nor deny there's valves in it. Hey, hell yeah.
Hey, they're trying
There
to
we
give
go.
it hell.
So he's striving.
Yeah, trying
He's-
to give it hell.
You know, we were holding him down,
Yep.
as it turns out.
I'm
Good for him.
gonna hit this button.
If
Yeah.
you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks.
Sorry to anybody that likes the structure of this podcast.
Yeah.
We totally fucking
Yeah,
ran
it's
away.
all right. Little curveball, if you will.
Bet of a program.
Manscaped.com.
Does Young Ben mean valve springs from Diesel Dave?
We don't know.
Probably. I mean, I would imagine so. I got a call back
Yep.
from Nate Dog 187. Nate Dog 187 writes, I always seem to miss when Josh does the question thing on Wednesdays. It's all day Wednesday. So here is a question for you and the boys while I'm thinking of it. If you had an unlimited budget and the dude Dom who was building Turk's car, what would you build? I'm going early Porsche 912 with the Emery Outlaw 4-cylinder motor, full crazy build with everything hidden to look fairly stark. Then, of course, daily the shit out of it. Just curious where you guys were at. He said to me in a follow-up message, I know Corey's going to pick a Fox Body Mustang, but let's ask anyway.
Yeah.
Fox Body Mustang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. With Voodoo engine in it for sure.
I have no idea the platform, but I'd like to build something extremely
With an LS.
fast revving.
So Voodoo engine.
Voodoo engine.
Just extremely, like, just blip of the throttle.
Flat
you know.
plane crank.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. something like that.
I've heard the Voodoo engines have problems. Not that that would stop me if I had that kind of money.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go
I'm
two
sure they do,
because
yeah.
you both did Voodoo engines, so it makes me want to do a Ford Daytona Coupe with a Voodoo motor,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
like the Factory 5 car that just revs to 9,500.
Yep.
That'd be cool. But my initial thought was I'd do E28 body with E39 M5 motor in it. Always wanted to do it. I think you'd have to put your rad in the back because I don't think it fits so good. Nah, maybe it fit. Those aren't. Yeah, they're pretty big. Anyways, that's what I do. I love V28s. Yeah, I just won't stop loving them.
It's a V8 though.
It's a
versus
V8, so it's not
straight
as long as a straight 6.
Yes, you have all
yeah,
of them for
it's just,
activities.
so it's just the width. So
Yeah.
maybe Noah could probably do that. It would need Dom.
Yeah.
Maybe Noah is Dom. Maybe Noah's better than Dom.
FCP actually just posted.
Maybe
some
Noah
dude
is a
putting
Dom.
E39. He definitely is Dom.
Definitely a Dom.
An E39 M5 and an E39 wagon. It looks real nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm.
Chris, you got one? What'd you do with that kind of unlimited fab budget? You're a man of taste with a ton of projects. Will you just finish one of your cars?
SRT4 Neon K-swapped.
Oh, man. Bringing
Wow.
heat to the street. Oh, my God. That's the most tasteful shit I ever heard.
Didn't
Wow.
see that one coming.
That is not what I expected.
Oh, my God. That would be wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah,
come on,
this
that's-
thing hates me.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was very impressed with your answer, and I'm going
With
to play
a
this.
K swap.
There it is.
Hey, you know, has it been done?
I don't know.
I don't know if I've ever seen an SRT4 Neon with a swap.
With a swap?
With
I've
any
s-
swap.
Back in the day,
haven't.
and you should know about this car because it was your hood too.
I just remember seeing.
There
oh,
was an
oh.
SRT. There was a Neon Espresso. Remember the really shitty ones in like the pale green,
The first, first gen Neon.
first gen, and he had an SRT motor in it, and like it was so jammed in there, he had to cut all the hood supports out. So he'd be like going down the highway, and you could see like the wind rippling
Just-
through his
yeah,
hood.
Yeah.
But he'd surprise it. He had like a 90 trim turbo on it, and this
Yeah.
is like
I was gonna say,
15 years ago.
That was
Yeah.
It was one of the sloppiest swaps I've ever seen, but it was fast as shit.
peak av racing time.
It was like it was a 2-door too. It was
gonna
the
have
Neon Coupe, so
I'm
the
gonna
only
have
one
to
you
find
want.
one.
With
Yeah.
that?
I'm gonna have to find one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find one.
I thought you were gonna go Type R motor in your Civic. We can make that a reality, buddy.
That's been done before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
so,
new- like
I mean,
new-
it doesn't mean it's
We
not
said-
gonna be
We
great.
said something.
Okay,
we-
something.
you know,
Yeah,
something
yeah, I got
crazy.
you.
New Type R engine? Is that what
Yeah, the
Yeah.
new Type R engine in that car would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
What a handful.
I don't know. I still think Fox Body would be the best.
Yeah, we know.
I had one. I got to send you.
Hard to disagree.
$7,500.
Ben sent that one. Shots Englishman.
So things.
English
Englishman sent one, and it's missing the most crucial part of information for that car. It either came as a 4-cylinder,
Yeah.
dressed up.
SVO.
No, just
Just a
4-cylinder.
plain old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dressed up
I didn't
as
know that was a thing.
or had the roaring 185 horsepower V8.
Hold on, they made a 4-cylinder Fox body that's not an SVO.
That used to be
Yes.
the cheat code.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you were
Really? I didn't know
younger.
that.
Actually, a few guys at Davy, shout out to our alma mater, did that because you couldn't get, no one would insure you.
Right, right.
So you find a 4-cylinder
And put the 8
and
in.
then put the 8 in it, and then there you go.
And then you get a whopping 185 horsepower.
Yeah, but it's 95 more than the 4-cylinder. had.
Right, right.
So you
Yeah.
get a
Sounds
Fox
good.
body and put literally any like semi-modern 4-cylinder engine to make more horsepower.
Yeah.
I like
yeah,
that a
yeah,
lot.
Yeah.
I
Wouldn't
like that
sound
a
as
lot.
cool though.
Yeah.
What was? I don't want to.
I got a question for you, Corey.
Yeah.
And I think we've discussed this before, but hatchback or notchback?
The Vision is a hatch. The Vision's a hatch, and it's specific to like what started the obsession with the car.
Gotcha.
So it has to like fulfill that dream of it.
Makes sense.
But I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
I'm
So-
I'm a sucker for the hatch, but
Yeah.
the notch is so good ugly.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It's pedestrian
it's like
ugly.
bulldog.
I'm
It-
notch all the way.
You're a notch man.
Yeah, I've had a hatchback before. It was short lived, but I always wanted a notchback.
No shit. The notches are so ultra
Yeah.
like, different ugly.
Yeah,
I
like,
like
click
'em.
that one right there.
Shook, you bringing one us up?
Another one below that. Yeah, that one. Fuck.
Oh,
that thing, yeah, that thing
fucks.
brings it. Is that,
Oh my
Has
god.
it got an LS in it? Is that what it is? Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, the one I was going
We're
to
looking
send
at
you.
a blue.
The one I was
notch.
actually going to send
Actually,
you is
Shook,
an
go-
LS swapped one.
Go to that photo, the big one, to the right. No. The blue car we were on,
blue car. Yep.
and then below that blue car, the third photo in, that one right there. I've had that
Oh
photo
my
saved
God.
in my phone for
Is
probably
that an R34?
Is it on
12 years.
TEs?
Yeah.
It is on
It is on
T's. Wow,
Ts.
that car absolutely fucks.
That
Yeah,
does
slide
bring
window
it.
and everything. Yeah.
Oh my
Is that
god.
an R34?
It's a Skyline, kid. I'd 100% graft in R34 taillights. And you'd get in every car show. You'd win them.
But that specific color I've told the story before. When I was younger, a kid on the street, he had one that specific color, had louvers over the taillights, louvers over the rear
Yeah.
window. It was so fucking loud.
Yep.
It would wake me up in the middle of the night, but I knew it was him, and it was sick. The car is still parked at the house. It's at his parents' house, and they refused to sell it. I put notes on it. I've knocked on the door.
Have you come with a high cash offer?
I mean, I've gone with cash to be like, hey, like, listen,
What's up
like,
with
this thing's riding
Homeboy?
away. Don't know.
How recently have you been in there?
I haven't lived in the neighborhood for a while, so
You got to get through now.
yeah,
Just be a guy from outside the neighborhood trying to buy.
yeah, not a local yokel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more flexibility with that. There's one near my apartment.
That's surprising.
But it's it's so distinct.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, I'm having Saturday morning coffee. You know, oh, there's the man's in the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the 4 colored Fox body.
Yeah.
Because
Is
it's
it
got
Homeboy who showed up to the Surf Customs meet that we threw?
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. This one's just, it's got like a black, front fender on it. It's like
Yeah.
champagne color, but I think the trunk is white or it's just
He's
all over
doing
the
it,
place.
though.
Yeah, he is. But it's like, again, one of the most recognizable. Like, oh yeah, there's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those things are sick.
Anything else for callbacks?
Anybody else get called?
I got what you will see in a YouTube vlog coming up.
Oh yeah.
We removed the body from Noah's little special project.
Yep.
It was hilarious. Shouts to the peen handlers, Blake and Ryan. Ryan showing up just to tell us he's not going to help, and Blake for actually helping. But yeah, I mean, removing the body of a car from a pan of like an air-cooled like old Volkswagen,
Mm-hmm.
hilarity.
Especially a car that mint.
Yeah, as clean as it separated and as easy as it was.
Clean separation.
It was just so well preserved over the years that it separated so nicely.
Yeah.
That's going to be some good footage. Look out for that in Revival blog.
You know what I
It's
learned
so
from
much
that
fun.
is when you're separating the body from a chassis, you quickly realize what's still attached.
Yeah. Such as seatbelt, starter wire, some wiring in the
It
front.
becomes like startlingly apparent
Oh
as soon
my
as that body
God.
comes off the chassis.
That starter wire was real strong, though.
That thing almost lifted the thing off the ground. Although, I would guess that chassis weighs 200 pounds maybe. And that was like a 10 gauge wire, so I think it would have
Yeah.
lifted it. It's had some weight reduction over the years.
Yeah.
But it's it's ridiculous. The thing's floppy as hell. I was so excited to film it.
Yeah.
Like I was definitely in trouble at home for going and helping,
Worth it.
but it was totally the footage is so good.
I'm excited.
The other footage is just me being worried about contribution Chris driving in my car and thinking there's something wrong with it.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, those will be coming out next few days actually. Any other callbacks?
Last
or-
little bit is shout to Swoops. He made me some custom hardware for the Polo
Yep.
Okay.
to finer tune the suspension the way it should be.
Yep.
I mean, when you have the right parts, things just
World of
work.
difference.
Things just work when you have the right parts. So shouts to him. He made these incredible little pieces. Everyone knows the dreaded like castle nut on like older Volkswagen suspension. You need the little special tool and everything like that. Leave it to the Polo to have a different thread housing.
Yeah.
So like you couldn't use the factory part.
Ugh.
Swoops made me some custom ones with the correct thread. Oh my god. Everything went back together so smooth, so
Minus
nice.
you almost taking your own arm off.
Minor detail.
It happens.
Minor detail. I was still so excited about the part that losing the arm was worth it.
Yeah, yeah.
So shouts to him.
Shouts to
Shouts to Swoops.
Always shouts to Swoops.
I don't know if anyone saw like the car he posted it on his story, maybe yesterday or something like that. The amount of custom fab work he had in this one engine bay, singular engine bay of just intake manifold, valve cover, catch can and overflow combined setup, like the exhaust manifold. The amount of custom fab that was in one single engine bay built by one man isn't fair.
Guy's a monster.
It's not fair.
I should just leave my damn GTR at his place and fix all the piping and stuff.
Yeah. You can, like, here, make it beautiful. Oh my god,
Yeah.
titanium. If you did the whole thing in titanium,
Titanium to a catch can. I'd have to leave it there for like a whole winter
it's all right.
or multiple years, depending on how busy he is.
Yeah.
Anyways, holla at me. I got a deep thought.
Oh,
Okay, I
deep
had a
thought.
deep thought as well.
You want to do yours first? Mine's tend to go in the woods a little.
Yeah, I'll do this one first. So recently in the news, I've seen some information about hugs being allowed. And in this particular bit of news,
Adult diapers?
nope. It was an actual
Physical hugs?
physical hug.
They were not allowed at some point?
Apparently, for the NFL, not that we're getting into sports, but the NFL put out a thing that just said, Roger Goodell is going to be allowed to hug people at the draft because draft is tomorrow or today when people listen to this. Okay, whatever.
It seems like people wouldn't want to be hugged generally.
But I thought it was kind of funny. And so whatever. And then I see the photo of him hugging somebody from like the year or two prior.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a full-on D to D hug of two males.
D to D?
D to D.
D to D.
And I'm just like, I'm going to put out a, PSA.
Is it Roger Goodell hugging somebody?
Yeah. Hugging
It's
a
not
player.
like it's not like the player hugging their family when they.
Correct. It's NFL commissioner,
But
new
isn't
player to
it
the
like
league.
a remote thing, or is it going to be all in one place?
No, it's all in one place this year.
Oh,
again.
so he can go around and hug people.
yeah. So
smell
now
their
he's going to
hair.
be touching people.
They cross and pork swords.
This particular, it's a D to, it's straight on hug.
Did they do? Okay, go ahead.
This is one from previous
processing.
years. This is one from previous years. So my point with this is
I mean,
just
a man can hug a man. That's not a big problem.
right, but you got to do the pivot, hip pivot.
Right. Absolutely.
That's-
You gotta,
so that-
the Eiffel, bit of an Eiffel Tower.
Correct. Exactly. Like you got to somehow just try not to pivot the same way, but
Right.
opposite hips need to be touching.
Right.
'Cause
Everybody knows.
If not, you no D to D hugs.
Is it dap to hug, or is this just a hug?
I didn't see this.
Can we
was
get
just
the
the-
slow
this
mo?
was
Can
just
we
the-
review the tape?
This was just the still image, and this still image for one shows their faces and noses.
Sure. Can you get me the tape? Roger Goodell hug.
I like the handshake to the single shoulder hug. I'm a big
Yeah,
fan
I
of
like
that.
Right,
That's
yeah,
a big
yeah,
one. That's a big one.
yeah.
In the
There's so many
industry.
things I could say that would immediately I would never be able to come back out again. I just
You're just like Is this a fucking
Look,
minefield?
there's-
Yeah, I
This is a
just-
fucking minefield.
I don't
I'm just
know
gonna
where-
sit back. I'm gonna watch. That was my little participation to the matter.
No,
That's it.
none of those pictures are the ones. Maybe
Is he
that.
kissing
Maybe
him?
that is. Maybe
Is
that's
it a
the
kiss? Is he giving a little kiss on the cheek there?
one. No, that's not
That
the
a
one.
mou- that looks like a
that's
mouth
still
hug.
that's still that still has a little that hip pivot in that. But there was one image of just straight on
When
chest.
did this get announced?
Chest to chest. This was a few days
So
ago.
did the CDC change the rules so Roger Goodell can hug people?
No, no, no.
Because that's crazy.
I think the NFL just put out a thing. Again, this is via Twitter. Just put out a thing, saying that Goodell was vaccinated and he'll
Yeah, but it's
be
not-
allowed
Hugs
to.
are now allowed.
Yeah.
It's not creepy to hug people.
wow, that hugs.
That's a good hug.
It's
That's
a bit
a
more
solid
of
hug.
a bit more than
Yeah,
a hug
but-
there.
Why don't you just hit him with a stern handshake and look him in the eye?
Yeah, it just all it did was lead me to believe,
Be a man.
or lead me to think, wow, this photo is a violation of the non D to D hug. So I just want to put
I
out
mean-
the PSA.
I want to see. I'd like to see Portnoy hug him the same way he hugged that wonderful woman in the video. You know?
Which video are you talking about?
Yeah, you
Is-
know.
is a bit of a rough hug.
3-6
A little roughhousing going on.
3-6 Mafia saying, if you don't D your homie, are you guys really homies?
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, I think
How
so.
about if you don't D the creepy man that runs your league?
Yeah.
You know,
Right, exactly.
Are you even in the league anymore?
You know.
Exactly.
Okay. Hey, man.
Well,
good
that's
for them.
strange. I
was
thought
just-
mine off the rails. That's not even automotive related.
Yeah,
at
no,
all.
no, it was just it was
We're
one
bringing
that
hugging back at car shows.
because I think I mentioned this to my wife and
Yeah.
she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Dude.
And then I showed her the picture, and she's like, "Oh wow, that's what do you?"
Made her feel
Totally
uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
off topic but late, but I want to squeeze this in. This is not news, but it's news, and
Yep.
I have a deep thought.
Okay.
You know that guy, Jeffree Star? Is
Yes.
that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
He,
Oh,
he
it's kind of news.
Them.
they got in an accident.
They got hurt.
So
Hurt in an accident,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In a car accident. Boom. Car related.
hold on.
I don't know. I still don't know what them are, but I'm glad he's out.
But they okay.
So
I'm glad that
not
they okay.
not
Chris
that
was
we
like, get me the fuck out of here.
I didn't agree to this shit.
not that we want to go down this path, but there's speculation that was a bit of a predetermined post, if you will.
Premeditated.
He hit a post?
No, or just so. Yes, there's a picture of the vehicle, right?
Yes.
It's like, all right, that thing rolled over.
Sure. Can we get a
It was
picture
a
of
Rolls Royce.
The car?
It was a Rolls Royce,
Yeah.
by the way.
But
that-
I think he goes by he anyway. Big car guy.
Staged. There was a staged, or what looked to be a staged image of them in the hospital, and you would think somebody who just got into a wreck, a bit of a rollover,
Yeah.
a bit of a tank slapper, would be a little bit more worse for wear.
I mean, that's pretty worse for wear.
But
And look at Blue there holding his hand.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is that a Cullinan or a Batanga? What is it?
I think it's the Batanga.
Oh man, popping that thing in front
no,
of it
no,
as
that's,
well.
that's a Cullinan.
Is it a Cullinan?
That's
I
a
can't
Cullinan.
Yeah, but it
see.
doesn't look blue in the accident picture. What do they unwrap it before the damage?
Yeah, well, anyway, that's a
Can
Cullinan.
we get back to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Can we get back to the staged hospital picture?
So that's
Oh, Slim Shady.
Is that Stan?
people were claiming it might be staged.
Shook, I need you to get it together right now. This is important.
It's probably best he doesn't have a mic today.
Please say you're sharing this with the people on the internet.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't. This guy's got money.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
that's
yeah,
good.
he crashed.
That Blue was there for him.
Hey, you know what? I'm
Rolls
happy it worked
Royce.
out and they're okay.
Yeah,
Looks like
Huggin'
like-
never went out of style for these guys.
looks like the rolls can take a beat.
I mean, but like, I mean, that's not a good brace to be in. Like that guy got hurt.
no, that's yeah.
That's serious business.
I'm just saying.
the
It's
rolls doesn't look that broken to be that messed up.
cor-
That's like some Ricky Bobby shit.
Maybe no seatbelt. You get tossed around a little bit.
Oh, got roughed up.
They figured out what happened with Woods' crash.
Who's?
what happened?
Tiger Woods.
What was?
Excessive speed.
Oh yeah, well that's
Well,
Tiger
yeah, you're
Woods'
Tiger
right.
Woods.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
He didn't put out a picture like that though.
Yeah.
Tiger
No,
Woods probably
he's a-
limping out of the hospital
Tiger
like
Woods
a
is a
G.
man of just supreme privacy.
Yeah,
Just-
privacy, as one should be. So the Cullinan was pink, and
Well,
then
yeah.
got wrecked when it wasn't. Well, now Blue's in the hospital.
Wait, what is happening? What's happening?
Did they? They switch braces and spots. All right, listen. I'm going to tell you what. I'll tell you what. It's one thing before I saw that shot of Blue and pink switch, but when I see him switching beds, I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think. I'm just saying that's evidence. Homie should take that picture down.
Guys, I had so much fun doing this.
I was gonna say that's gonna be the end of our show.
Should you clarify who's pink?
Yeah, pink's the homie Jeffree Star, or
And-
'Cause
Stan.
there's an artist known as Pink.
Oh yeah,
Right,
not pink,
yeah,
not
yeah,
pink
yeah.
to pink. Yeah, yeah.
And you're just identifying by
I mean,
hair.
I could see how quickly looking at that you would think that was pink.
You're just identifying by hair color.
Yeah. No, I'm just doing about hair color. But
Yeah.
one's in the bed, one's on the side, and then they switch sides.
Yeah, and again,
Did one get worse and one got better? Yeah, they switch positions. It's unbelievable. Anyway,
Hey, what do you got for a deep thought?
I'm glad I learned about this guy.
the gift that keeps on giving.
Big Tanya keeping us in line. He broke his back.
Oh, poor guy.
Wow. I mean, he was sitting in a chair, but whatever. Okay, deep thoughts. So, boys, whilst doing research, I was reading. Give me a second. I didn't mean to be
What were
funny.
you
I just
reading?
don't know what the fuck was happening over there.
I don't think anyone knows
I
what's
was,
going on.
I was reading a story that gas stations are going to run out of gas this summer. That was on the CNN news, the truest news. And they're saying this is because
TRXs are out.
of TRXs being out. No, of lack of hazardous material drivers. But if you're reading this article, know that it was a slow news week, and that's why this stuff's coming out. This happens all the time. All the truck carriers say this stuff. And you know how they fix it? You know what they say will fix it? Just pay them a little more money. So it's just kind of like a tough negotiation
Right,
tactic, seemingly
yeah.
by the truck carrier guys.
So I got a question. So if you're driving, okay, so gas would be hazardous waste, right? Is it
Oh, hazardous material, yeah.
hazardous material. So you need a special license, a special
Certification, yeah.
qualification? Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, it happens. Trade groups do this all the time to get more money, or not pay more money to their drivers by luring more people in the field, right? Because now if you're a CDL guy, you're like, oh shit, I'll go get my hazardous material, I'll pop back in. So it's all speculation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, there weren't as
Nothing to
many.
be concerned about.
Yeah, there weren't as many deliveries during COVID, and that's what they're kind of putting this at. But it's not like all the drivers disappeared. Like they now want to drive has trucks, and it's more money. You make more money doing it.
I think the reality of it is that the delivery business is booming right now.
booming, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're delivering packages for Amazon, if you're pulling trailers for those guys, you're probably making pretty good money.
Yeah.
So,
Right, the demand is there. So,
but if
take
you see
advantage
that
of it.
out there, I wouldn't be wildly worried about it. But I saw it and I was like, oh no, this headline's terrible. And then I was like, oh right, exactly as I thought. This is just like, well, there's nothing to do here today. What are we talking about? So
Did anyone see that? What do you call it? Gas station, the Valvoline gas station, whatever. It's the largest gas station in the country.
yeah, I got tagged in that
Yeah.
400 times. Thank you to everyone who tagged me in that.
I want to go.
I don't know. It looked like a lot of filler, no thriller.
It looked like it'd
What
be.
was it called? Terribles?
Yeah, it was like Terrible
What?
Tommies.
Terribles?
Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Terribles.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Where is it?
Utah, Nevada.
Texas, I think.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah, we're all over the map, but
Yeah.
But it was
you get tagged in it
it's-
400 times. I have
it's-
no idea where it
it's
is.
nowhere
it was
we
west.
can drive to.
Yeah,
The one in New Jersey with the bowling alley looked better.
it definitely did. More my speed.
There might have been more pumps at Terribles, but
yeah, that one.
everybody
yeah,
knows
there you
more
go.
pumps doesn't make it a better
Wow.
time.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Oh, Nevada. I was right. There you go. Gene.
Was it Nevada?
Gene, Nevada.
Oh, Gene.
It looking kind of empty.
Dude, get me
Yeah,
some
when did they
inside
take that
shots.
The gas
photo.
station ran out.
I don't think there's a lot happening in that place. I saw the videos inside, a lot of space. And you know I love chucking the pigskin around inside, but
Yeah, you could have a whole hockey game in
I mean
there.
I don't know. Looks like you drive through.
A lot of unutilized space in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could-
I don't know.
Could be more selections, all I'm saying.
There's like cars inside. There's planes
Airplanes,
inside.
Terribles
Skittles
Roadhouse.
machines.
It's a weird name for a gas station.
Yeah, it
though.
is.
Terribles.
Yeah.
There's like a mix your own soda.
Candy Village.
Oh
I
my
like
God.
the arcade. Is there Big Buck Hunter? Can we confirm Big Buck Hunter? Was that the glassware?
Yeah. Those
Strong glass
taquitos?
selection.
No, those are Frank's.
Uh,
Oh, okay. I mean, if it's taquitos, I'm in.
Yeah, I
love
don't know. Man.
Taquitos.
I think you're too north of the border to get taquitos up there, you know? That's going to be Texas. What's that? Wild Side. I like the Wild Side. Oh, that's mix your own soda. That stuff freaks me out.
You don't like mix your own soda?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh my god!
I mean, I
huge
usually,
fan of
ju-
mix
I
your own
usually
soda.
just graveyard
You
it.
gotta hit him like a venture.
Come on.
Not a big adventure guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
there you go.
yeah,
Those are
taquitos.
taquitos.
Oh, they call them tornadoes?
Tornadoes.
Hey, I'll call them tornadoes if you want.
Yeah.
I like them.
So, anyways, we've been
Hillshire?
tagged in that a bunch. It is big. It's definitely big.
Yeah, it's
So-
huge. Is there a White Castle too? My God.
White Castle in that thing as well?
Jesus.
Oh, man, keeps on giving. The amount of pumps is truly incredible. There's like 90-something pumps in there.
Damn.
I'm trying to fill up every Dodge truck.
Oh, it's a
in
Chevron.
Nevada
I
at
don't know
the
why I
same
called
time.
it a Valvoline, but
Similar symbols, buddy.
Big Gas is
Yeah.
going to be pissed.
Paint scheme. Wow, is that where Bigfoot is?
That looks like a mix between Predator and Bigfoot.
70. Wait, go
Why
back. Go
is
back
that?
one slide. Go back one slide. 72 soda has a variety of Coca-Cola brands. Oh my God.
Is that the freestyle machine?
I think
Is
that's.
that just the grip it and rip it machine?
I think that's the make it your own.
Yeah.
Oh, little candy fountain.
Oh, I will stuff
into
my
that.
face under that. Look at that. Of 4,000 square feet of 4,000 square feet of restroom space.
Wow.
25 stalls in the women's restroom alone.
Imagine how big of a trough that is. 4,000 square feet in the men's room.
You want to see the curvature of the earth
Put
down at.
Seacon Speedway to shame.
That's a lot
I
of
can't even see the guy at the end of this
a
thing.
lot of acreage for that pisser.
We love gas stations, if you can't tell.
Yeah.
I hope
yeah.
it's a P wall.
Yeah, maybe someday we'll add it to the app. Want me to cue the boys? I think we're going to cue the boys.
Yeah, but we got to get out of this.
News.
Well, I got some news.
Okay, good.
A celebrity was involved in a car accident. Sorry, no, I'm not getting into that again. I think we just lost our one female listener, who is also our merch mommy.
She just quit.
She just sent us a cease and desist and
Oh
left.
my God! I gotta call someone right now.
Let's do it.
Michael Buck, I'm late.
Michael
Magazine
Buck.
pre-orders still going, or are they cut off? Josh, do we have any at all?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I left it open because
Yeah.
we ordered more,
Good, good,
essentially.
Y'all don't give a damn.
Michael Buck,
we
get
don't
your
give
shit
a
together,
buck.
my friend.
No, he ordered one.
Oh,
I
all
got
right.
the order.
All
yeah.
right, good.
8 minutes ago.
8 minutes. All right.
So shouts to him. You want to do?
You gonna say something nice about Michael
Say you
Buck?
want to try to find his profile?
Yeah, yeah.
You find the profile.
have
I
him
get this.
DM me. Yeah.
Well, boys, you'll be glad to know it's not just the Subaru No Man's Land edition getting your lame vehicle off-road. Toyota is releasing the Sienna Woodland Edition.
Sienna.
Sienna, that's
Isn't
the
that
van,
like the van? Yeah.
for 2022. What does that come with? I'm glad you asked. Standard all-wheel drive, a 0.6-inch lift. That's right, not a half-inch, a 0.6-inch. And that gives you I think 6.9 inches is what it gives you. I can't get my 69 sound to work.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 6.9 inches of ground clearance. Exclusive color, never gonna work, of
Oh yeah, the
cement.
Woodland edition. Yeah, there we are.
So cement, like the cool gray color that the Tacoma comes in,
Nardo Gray.
comes in the Nardo gray. And then it comes with rack crossbars, a power outlet, and a tow hitch. Go get him, Tiger.
You know, I wonder.
It's definitely not that tall.
Yeah, I would say that was kind of cool. What about that second link, Shook?
It looked like just a van, if I'm honest. Like,
Okay.
I didn't really register the half-inch lift. There, that's the one. That's the one.
Okay. I was hoping for something a little more.
So if you're trying to show the Subaru boys who's boss
A little more
off-road,
safari.
I was hoping for something a little more interesting looking.
it's not just Porsche getting in on the Safari rage. It's
Yep.
now Toyota Sienna.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
I mean,
it's a slow news week.
yeah, there's not much going on, but
0.6.
yeah,
0.6 inches. That's serious. Hey, 0.6 will get it done.
Well, I don't know what could they have done to maybe make it look a little.
Oh, make it not a van?
Mud
little
terrain
flare.
tires.
See, no, I disagree because I think the van has so much versatility to it, opposed to something like
A Subaru? Maybe
yeah.
put knobbies on it and put steels. Because it doesn't have
Yeah.
big enough
Yeah.
brakes to require
Yeah.
those 20-inch wheels.
yeah, because that's my point. Is like the Subaru looks the part, but doesn't really offer anything too much. For this, I mean, this is huge. You ever inside one of these things?
Oh, yeah, I've been inside one.
Yeah.
Multiples.
Yeah, they're big. I mean, the seats fold down. It's kind of like what we got sitting out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a new version of that. Yeah, I'll tell you what. You could have put some little steels and some Kanabis on it. I still would never buy it, but it would look cooler.
It would definitely look cool. I'm looking for the looks department.
Maybe put a big roof wing on it or something.
We
Whoa, look at that. Bud, is that a center exhaust?
No, I think that's
The
the
tow
hit.
Oh,
hitch.
that's
Tow
a
hitch.
tow hitch.
Yeah.
Hitch,
Okay,
yeah.
same. Yeah, it's, I mean, the color's cool. It doesn't look good in that car, but it's a cool color.
Wait, we're going to Geico now? What's going on?
Hold on, we get a rate. We
He's
get a
trying-
rate.
I was going to say he's trying to get a better rate of
Yeah.
his insurance right now.
So I have that news. If you guys don't have news, I still have more news.
Lotus is debuting the Emira. It's supposedly going to be the swan song for their gasoline engines. That looks to be debuting July 6th. And that's all I know.
That's going to be their their last gasoline car. Everything like that is going to be an English-built electric car. So it's been nice knowing Lotus.
I was going to say reliability. at the time.
There are
Jeez.
some teaser images of it. Very, very heavy on the teaser, if you will.
Is this what they're talking about with abolish ICE? Internal combustion engines?
What do we got here? Do we have any real
I
photos
see
of
those
it,
signs
or,
all over the place.
or is it all these?
No, these are the only teasers of it.
Oh.
Yeah, we won't get it till July 6th.
Sure, put that in Photoshop.
You can
it
really,
kinda-
yeah.
Let's turn that exposure up.
It kind of just looks like a Taycan.
So that's the vibe I got. Yeah.
Agreed.
But again, it's Lotus,
Yeah.
so
It's a vibe.
yeah.
I got another one.
Yep.
This is strange news to me.
Well, now I feel as if we already went there, but sure.
GM is going to build 2 electric SUVs for Honda, according to Road and Track.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, Honda. The way I read it, it was Acura, but I mean Honda Acura all the
One
same.
for
right?
Honda and one for Acura.
Well, is this because GM's building that gigantic battery
well,
EV
yeah, it's going to be using GM's
facility?
Ultimum battery tech. And that's going to be a 2024 model year release. It's going to be 2 different production lines, one Honda and one Acura.
Interesting. I don't.
Hmm.
Honda and Acura, they must have something hybrid already, or
I
is
don't
there something
know.
fully electric?
There's nothing EV. The Insight. That's
fully
long
electric?
gone. Yeah, I
Do they
think it
still-
was.
Do they still make that?
I don't know.
I
Let
mean,
me
that's
just see
good.
on their
That's good for
website.
GM, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty serious.
I think that's what a lot of it. I mean, and we've talked about it a bunch of times on here. There's going to be a lot of what is Josh? Intermingling of snakes? Is that what you said?
Cross-
Twisting of the
Cross-talking.
snakes.
Twisting
Yeah.
of snakes. Yeah. I think to get the job done and kind of limp along for now.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it sounds like the only Honda I wouldn't buy is the one built by GM, but maybe it'd be great. Maybe it's just GM doing the power plants. They said GM's building the whole thing. So I mean, you could have Honda out here specking it, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and then have GM build it.
It's possible.
Wow. Yeah. So even on the Honda Autos or Honda Automobiles website,
Mhm.
if you click our vehicles, cars, SUVs, crossovers, minivans, and trucks electrified. So click electrified. That brings you to the 2021 CRV hybrid. So there's, as far as I see,
Better
It's
than a
just a
404
hybrid.
page not found.
Accord hybrid, Insight. The Insight's still there. The mile per gallon rating of 55 city. This hybrid, that's a hybrid as well. So I
But
don't
nothing
see
fully electric.
Clarity plug-in hybrid, Clarity fuel cell.
We know they do in Japan. They have that cool the cute retro looking things.
Oh my god,
those
that
are
thing
cool as hell.
rules.
But they're city cars, short mileage. So I don't know. Maybe in the States is where they're gonna put that tech out.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's something I never thought. I assume that everybody's working on a, fully electric EV.
You
But
assumed
I'm
wrong. Dodge is
incorrect. Dodge certainly
Dodge
is
is
not.
not.
Yeah.
Dodge definitely isn't.
Just powering through.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's no plans for it either.
No swan song here.
Nope. VA everything. Let's see. Oh, stemming off Lotus's Emira, whatever. Lotus also announces 4 platforms and lifestyle vehicles.
Lifestyle vehicles like tricycles.
What is a lifestyle vehicle?
Oh, like
I assume
those one-wheeled bike things.
Fancy word for SUVs.
That's terrible.
So,
A
no.
lifestyle vehicle is what they call SUVs now.
Let's see. It's likely an indirect way of announcing an SUV is on the agenda. High riding Lotus. Yeah. Yeah.
LotusLifestyle.com.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What kind of
that's it.
lifestyle?
I don't know. Open ended. Whatever
It's
you want.
be like.
Yeah.
It's
Whatever you
like
wanna do.
yeah,
Nobody's judging here. However you want to go.
just a
It's fine.
bachelor's degree in whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
General studies.
There's a lot of,
The old general studies
there's
degree.
a lot of
Yeah.
electric news, it seems, this week.
I mean, that's kind of the forefront, I guess.
I know,
Boys,
hate-
I got non-electric news.
do you?
Okay.
'Cause I have something electric that's at least enticing, but let's hear something that's not.
Non-electric news, and I'm looking out for the revival motoring listeners, but this is news we actually give a shit about. New Golf R has dropped the Halotic system and moved to a Manga torque vectoring rear diff.
Okay.
What's that mean,
Okay.
boys?
Yeah, let's
well,
say, how does that work?
the Mark 7 all-wheel drive sent 50% to the rear axle, but after that, it was any man's guess as to what happened to that power. It just kind of went to the rear, open diff, whatever you want. Whatever's got less traction goes. This diff allows the 50% to the back, and then 100% of that to go to either wheel. So it's more, it's a diff. That's what diffs do. So it allows the car to have a drift mode that actually works, which you should be happy about.
Wow.
Uh,
How'd that work out for the RS owners?
Perfect. It's also the car. I mean, just other facts on it: 315 horsepower. It's got a new turbocharger from the previous generation, which is a big deal. Does nobody know if they were doing a new turbo or just turning this baby up? It does not have the dual injection that the European cars have here in America. I don't know why. I believe emissions. And the seats in it are awesome looking, kind of like a Mark IV R32. They had cloth seats in this one.
They had like a wing back to them a little bit.
Yeah, really good looking. They were cloth. We're getting leather here. I'd really like the cloth here. That looks sick. And then North America will get the DSG and the 6-speed manual.
Ooh.
If you want to look more at this, I saw it on the Humble Mechanic Golf R 2022 review.
Yeah.
His Instagram's
really,
a good follow.
Yeah, he really dove into it. Same name as me, so I'm into that, But yeah, he did it. It was cool, and like the woman in charge of the R project in the States was with her.
Mhm.
So she was like, "Well, if you like the cloth seats, just say so in the comments." And so now's your time. Please go say you love the cloth seats.
Now's your time to shine.
Because they look so cool. And I don't know. Maybe I just think they're extra cool because we don't get them here. That happens a lot. But
Yeah.
it looks cool, and it does. It's like the wingback type Mark IV R32 type seat. So
I don't know, because even when we see something like one of like the F80 M3 or something like that, and it has like the cloth inserts at
Yeah.
least, we always lose our mind over it because it's such an oddity.
but
to
you
it.
can get them here now. You
Yeah.
can get cloth on them here, which is nice. But I think it's a winner, man. 315 horsepower. They said probably about 310 torque. They're waiting for the EPA to rule on it or whatever. Generally don't have a great time with those guys. With a rear diff and like an all-wheel drive system, also available in a manual. I mean, that seems like a winner, man. That's cool. That's like the thing with that car is
Yeah.
always it's always underpowered. The R's are
Yeah.
always underpowered. So not anymore. Well,
It's-
still are compared to its competition, but it's over 300 horsepower, which I
super
think is
spicy hatch.
very spicy.
Price is going to be quite high.
Well, the price on
50.
the woman specifically said, don't go on to the European one and do the exchange rate because that's not how it works. She's like, it's going to be substantially cheaper than it is in Europe.
Because I've seen mid to high 40s.
Right, because if you go, it's going to cost you like 45 euro, 40,000 euro. And if
Yeah.
you do that translation, it's expensive. But she said you're doing Nobody's doing themselves any favors doing that because that's just not how it works. And
Yeah.
I know cars are more expensive in Europe because I often look at cars out there and realize, oh man, these guys getting ripped off.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? You think maybe 38 to 39 for the car?
I think it's going to be super high 30s, mid 40s once you get it built out.
What's his competition currently? What are they even making in? What is it competing against in that segment?
Subaru's thing. Doesn't Subaru have a WRX or something or an STI?
Oh, look, an
Yeah.
STI. Okay.
Shouldn't you know that?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
Mazda?
no, I don't blame. I'm proud that you don't actually.
It's not really
Nothing
it's
from-
not really a hatch though.
No,
Nothing
it's
from
true.
Ford,
Nothing from Ford.
Mazda,
Oh, they're
but there's
making cars
not
anymore.
Yeah.
the Veloster N.
There's the Veloster N.
Which is just front wheel drive.
Yeah, there's a Civic Type R.
I mean, it depends.
Yeah.
Do you want to go price or do you want to go hatchback? And the reason I asked is because like
I was going hot hatch.
Yeah,
entry
hot
level
hatch.
price, like because I think the Supra is
I
the
mean,
4-cylinder Supra.
40 plus is not really entry level.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
definitely
I
not.
just mean for that
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
segment. Yeah. For that price point competition, there's really not much for that either.
Well, the big conversation with the Mark 7 was it's not worth the upcharge from the GTI to the R, which can be argued either way, but I
Yeah.
heard it a lot. Like, well, why
Yeah.
would I buy the R when I can just buy the GTI, reflash it? It's
Yeah.
going to be faster. I don't need all-wheel drive.
Oh, we're missing a glaring one. Civic Type R.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they still make that
But-
GLA 45?
The Gloss, yeah, but it's I don't know if they do. It would be funny money though. It'd be like
Would it be big money?
Yeah, 60.
high, yeah, 60.
Woo.
Yeah.
Because at least like that would be like a hatch, kind of, but like a tall hatch.
Yeah, I think it's a great choice in car, but like you it depends on the price, right? Because if it's 50 grand, it's gonna be like, all right, well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But car prices are going crazy, so I don't know, 50 grand might be entry level by the end of the year.
I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely something. The prices of cars, used, new.
Well,
used, yeah,
New can't adjust that fast, but used it's like 5% a month,
Yeah.
which is not good.
yeah. The gap
trying
is
to buy
slowly
used.
closing.
So, anyways, I think the car's gonna be cool. I know a bunch of us are into VWs, and this is like the hot boy, so
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Well, if you're into that, wow, I can't even speak. Maybe you'll be into the Volkswagen ID.4 GTX that debuted. It's their EV
No, I'm not into that.
a handful.
performance EV, if
Oh,
you
no.
will. It makes about 300 horsepower. Is all-wheel drive. 302 actually.
Okay, tell me what else does it do?
That's about it.
Does it have any mile? How far can it go?
Hold
Give me more than 200.
on, trying to find the range here.
It's not
Oh.
if it's not mentioned up top, it's not good.
Oh boy, it's not good.
What is
Is
it?
it like Honda E?
Let's see. Let me just make sure I'm reading this correctly.
Oh, I think you are.
Once battery juice is running. Oh wait, hold on. That's
Okay.
fast charge. Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Because fast charge is actually pretty good. Fast charge.
If you can
however,
find
it
some place
doesn't
to fast
say-
charge
right?
it.
If you can find a place to charge, you can get 186 miles, seemingly. Oh, in a half hour. That's not too bad. I do not see a range noted.
Okay, that's strange on an electric vehicle.
You would think it'd be right there, front and center. 220 kW
Maybe they're
Motor.
maybe they're still assessing.
potentially. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. Not in front of me anyway.
TBD. Well, I
Three-
guess at least 186 miles, right? If you can get that on half an hour, I mean, it's going to be 250, 300 miles.
Yeah, I don't see. It's not even noted anywhere in this article,
Interesting.
from what I'm seeing. Single electric motor.
Solid source.
Needless to say, the GTX is the high performance variant that's going to be used across all of their EV models.
Is that thing that Shook has on the screen the GTX?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, color me not interested. What is that?
No, I don't know what that is.
ID5.
Oh, ID4?
Go to Motor 1. That's where Josh is pulling the article from now.
Yeah.
ID4 GTX. ID4 GTX.
So the GTX is going to be like the GTI of extreme electricity.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
basically performance
Performance.
version to for EVs basically.
Okay, still not interested.
Interested.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I don't know. Give me a side shot.
I don't hate it. I mean, it's obviously not my favorite,
It's
but
a SUV, though. You know how I feel about those.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I liked the size of the ID4 when I saw it on the road.
That's not terrible.
Yeah, I like the size of the ID4.
The back of it's tight. Well, this is scrolling by itself.
Yeah.
Do you just lose control of the unit? Lost control of the unit. Yeah, I don't know. It's good looking without being too futuristic, I think.
Yeah. That's what I hate about some of these cars coming out. They forced to be
too
like
futuristic. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the wheels are never good from the factory.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It's
Okay.
not that strong suit.
Thanks, Volkswagen. Let's hope this comes out.
Yeah, I don't.
Shook, I would check that stream because I'm frozen on. All right, there we go.
I'm not frozen.
I've been kind of bouncing around a little bit too. So.
And it wasn't like full screen on other screens.
Oh.
Yeah, we were like really tiny.
Us were tiny? Yeah, but Shook
Yeah.
screen super high, super wide. Oh, there it is. We're cool. We cool, Ma?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think we're cool, but it looks pretty frozen.
Yeah, it's really frozen.
All right. Well, they sort out that.
Yeah.
Anyone see the Rimac car?
No.
It did. Let's see. Verified numbers by VBox because we all learned how important that little device is.
Yeah.
0 to 60 in 2.42 seconds. 0 to 130 in 5.81, and a quarter mile in 8.95.
Hold on, Rimac.
C2 something or other.
What is it? The truck or the?
No, it's a car.
Okay, so this is the big. All right, the one that.
This is the one. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they're making like 100 of them. They're going to cost $2.5 million.
Okay.
It's totally unachievable for the average person, obviously, but that's fast. That's
Oh, yeah,
real
two-
fast.
What was it? I'm sorry. What was it? 2 point what?
2.42, but what's more impressive
To
is the
what?
8.95 quarter mile at
Yeah, that's
156
very
miles an hour.
fast.
2.42 to what?
0 to 60.
60.
It's not fast.
That's very fast.
That's what a Tesla Model S does.
What does
Well,
the
that's
Tesla Model
half-
S do in the quarter mile?
I know Tesla Model S goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds.
I know, but in the quarter mile,
I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
checked it.
so the quarter mile being 8.95 at 156 miles an hour, that's what the
But the
impressive
Rimac
number.
must be like actually like aerodynamic. Where
Yeah,
Model
yeah.
S
Have
is
you seen a
brick
photo
wall.
of it?
No.
Oh yeah. It's super like slippery. It's built to only do this, but like, it's not anything to get too excited about because it's not like something you're gonna see floating around.
All I'm saying is if I had $1 million+ car and I got beat by a Model S 0 to 60, I'd be pissed.
yeah.
Right, the technology is there, but so this says Model S.
What's it called? Rimac who?
C_2.
This says the Model S 10.4
That's
on quarter mile.
that's a crazy ass
What's
looking
that?
car.
10.4 quarter
Yeah.
mile for the
But-
Model S.
Here's the thing, Model S though, that's an achievable car.
Here's the thing: Model S can actually do it. Has anyone done it with this car?
Yeah, they did it. Verified the data and then ran it back to back to back.
And it's a
All day.
production
So
vehicle.
it's proven, not
Yeah.
like 300. and
But
whatever.
like, here's the thing, like production vehicle, 150 units.
yeah, still never.
Not
Uh-huh.
really.
And they'll be bought and collected.
Yeah.
Not,
It's
yeah.
a cool looking car.
It's a beautiful looking car. What's that?
They'll be never driven.
Yeah, never. That 8.95 will never
Nobody will ever test that.
will never happen. Yeah, this lucky gentleman got to do it once and once only.
Except Chuck's boy Blue.
But
Yeah, Blue's definitely getting one for
Yeah.
sure. Or pink, man pink. Oh boy.
Anyway, to see
Not if he
things,
broke his back though. I mean,
to
Jesus.
see
yeah.
things happening that fast
Yeah,
is
that's
like
crazy.
it's crazy to think because even if the Tesla, you don't need any special license, right? We've talked about this before. You don't need any special license to get behind the wheel to do that.
Yes,
right.
That's wild.
that's America.
Again,
That's wild.
it's video game speed in the hands of
Yeah, but everyone else's brain is moving at the speed of rock.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, so's most likely the driver of the Rimac.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
Yeah.
That's a ripper, man. That's awesome. I'd
Yeah.
be stoplight racing everybody in that thing.
It's cool numbers.
Might not find a lot of challenges.
Yeah, right, right. It's cool numbers, but then when you break it down, you're like, all right, well, it's 2.5 or 2.1 or 2.2 million dollars, and there's 150 of them. It's like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter anymore.
You get a Model S and a decent house.
The
A decent house. You can buy.
I mean,
10
decent,
you can buy,
decent houses
Yeah.
throughout the country.
you can buy 10 Model S's and then an amazing house.
Yeah.
Still,
the range on that, I'm guessing, not
it doesn't matter.
yeah,
It's got
not too good.
I'd
4 magnet electric motors producing 1,914 horsepower.
Does it say KW for battery or anything like that?
120 kilowatt hour battery.
Okay, so that's not much.
I'd probably go Model S, twin turbo Viper, House on the water somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, we could do the whole episode of like, you've got $2.1 million to spend.
Yeah.
What are you buying? It's not that, but
No.
Definitely not.
but it's a goddamn. It's a
Or if
good
you had like
looking
a
car.
billion, you could probably grab one of those too.
I don't know, man.
Huge waste of resources though.
Talk about a huge waste of resources. 2.1. Yeah, I mean, they expect them all to sell out within weeks of the car being released.
Probably
I would
already
imagine,
sold.
I imagine it's sold out already.
Yeah.
But there's a video of it doing as well. It's
Who's the buyers like? Just
Lining up.
yeah, who's the buyers lining up for a Rimac car? I mean, I guess
don't
there's
know.
20 idiots somewhere, but I just
there's gonna be 150 this time around.
oh, there's 150 guys somewhere that want it, but I mean, I just can't see people like. I guess these guys are just like, I need the fastest electric thing
Actually,
as of right now.
in comparison, you said that 120 kWh.
Yeah.
That's about the same size battery, a little under the size of a Model S, Model X battery.
So I imagine the range is probably like a third.
Right, with 4 motors.
Yeah.
Churning and burning.
Well, VR Access said Rimac is what Hammond exploded off of a hill climb.
That's what I was. Yeah, that's what I wasn't quite sure. if
Which
it was
I
that
didn't
one.
put 2 and 2 together. That it
Yeah.
was the
Yeah,
same
it definitely
people.
was.
Really fast.
Very fast car.
They got away from the road.
Road got away from.
Overfueled it.
Yeah, yeah. Overselled it.
Oversold it.
That's all mine. I get nothing else.
That's all
for
I got.
news.
It was
That's
a
all I
rough
had for
week.
news.
That was it was really. I mean, I had to do a minivan news.
I got
That's how much didn't happen this week
I
in
got
the news.
I got
Point
some
six.
some videos
Point
and
six, baby. Time for a video.
we can really get into it.
Yeah,
All right, what you got?
Obviously, the most important one, new Project Binky. Josh, have you watched it yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God, Chuck's gonna be happy. There's space tape involved. A lot of it.
I love space tape.
There's so much space tape involved. What have we got? What are we looking at over there?
Yeah, we're looking at
Oh.
the screen.
It's just cool to start seeing some of these parts come back on the video. For example, like they put in the gas tank that they're on episode like 34 or something now, and they designed the gas tank in like episode 6. So like, we're 8 years later, we're finally seeing the gas tank come back into play. I mean, I would have lost it by now. The gas
Like
tank,
physically,
my patience,
yeah,
my
misplaced it.
yeah. It's cool. It's cool to see it come together. Everything's
these
so.
guys.
Was that?
Oh, they're
I said
great.
I like these guys.
Yeah.
They make me feel normal.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
just blasting projects out of the water. compared to
They've
these fools.
already in this past video. They already hinted at like there's another project on the horizon.
Oh Jesus!
Separate from because they have the Project Escargot, which is
Yeah.
a giant van that they plan to be able to drive the Mini into to transport it to like long distances. So that's a project, but then they're talking about like another car project in the future. So I mean,
hope they do.
I'm booked out for the next 20 years.
I hope
yeah,
they
it's
do
just
more
a
race
lot.
stuff too,
Yeah,
because that was awesome.
That was a lot of
That
fun.
was a bit of fresh air, if you will, from them.
yeah.
A whole series.
It was a bit of a
done
change-up.
complete. Yeah, it was great still.
But yeah, new Project Binky. They're starting to put parts back on the car. It's super exciting. They're running some wiring. They're running the fuel lines. They're running the brake lines. The fuel tank's mounted. Oh, I mean, you want to see Dynamat? There must be the every piece of Dynamat's like perfectly intricately cut to fit each panel. It's like
Oh,
a
boy.
perfect patchwork quilt.
Should
Oh
see
my
my
God.
Dynamat job on the GTR.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
yeah. It helped though,
Perfectly
right?
overlapping. Yeah, it's like driving a Lexus now.
Yeah. Same.
Except for- yeah.
Still a little bit faster.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to get into how I was faster. So if you were worried about it blowing up the whole time. You know?
Yeah, see, people should check it out. It's super. Well, I'm finding it interesting. So if you don't, bug off.
Oh yeah, YouTube's. What else? I can't.
Did we
remember.
release a video? Did we talk about our video yet?
We
did.
put up the Lock City one.
We talked about it already?
No,
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 we
we
didn't
did
talk
release
about it.
one.
We put up a video about our trip to Lock City,
Swamp.
and it was a lot of fun. It was mostly me and Shook just screaming at cars to crash into the swamp, which was a dirt field after a turn, which everyone crashed into. Not crashed, drifted into.
Yeah, the road got away from 'em.
What else happened? More Lock City stuff. I don't know. We just had a ton of fun filming there.
Yeah, it was a Lock City day.
There's a Lock City day. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was rainy.
Yep.
And then there is our donut meet, and then Josh ends it mid-sentence on me talking about somebody's car. So I must have said something terrible.
No. There was a great moment.
It was like the guy drawing my M6, and it was like, "It's beautiful in front, and the top is wonderful." You guys ready for lunch? And just cut the back off.
yeah. Trunk.
There was not a good spot to continue, so I'm like, you know what? Just cut it right off.
You just faded it out.
Just, here we go.
Instead of wah,
It was
wah,
a wonderful
wah.
spot. I don't know if anybody noticed of your camera work going through the cars.
Oh yeah, no, I wanted to show people my shoes, and I had to readjust the camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's quite good.
Yeah.
quite good.
I actually haven't seen it yet, so I gotta go home and watch it. So I can-
It's
Yeah, I just had to readjust the camera, mid cars. I still got
There's-
everything.
he
I
showed-
got everything.
he showed it was kind of like this. It was like showed a car, walk by that one, and showed
Oh,
this
oh,
car.
oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
You
about
can
now.
guess what one.
That guy's never
Is
coming
there
back.
footage of Josh's Shabby's car drifting in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you and him in his car as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
gotta
guys
watch it.
drifting. It was a lot of good footage, man.
Yeah,
It was a fun
bunch
one
of
to
good
make.
stuff.
I'm really excited about our one about our Bring a Plate rally.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna take my time editing that one again because I was telling Chuck earlier. I'm like, I want the side by sides of you two like waking up and starting your day.
Oh yeah,
I think it'll work out quite well.
What a mess of a day.
We both realized how
Or-
early it was in the morning.
Or should I say
Yeah.
starting your continued night into day?
I don't know. I mean, I got a pretty good night's sleep going into that.
What time did you go to bed? Like 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
I think like 8:15, 8:30.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
I went
okay.
to bed at 7.
So I mean, I got a solid like 5.5, 6 hours.
Okay, yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah. It was more than you said you had the other night when you were
Oh yeah,
working
I
on
was just-
whatever.
Is
Yeah,
there a
that was-
video of that car, the car show we had of me and Corey roping Noah into that event the day before? You should check. That'd
That
be
was
funny.
the donut.
There
meat.
isn't.
Yeah, the donut meat.
There was no.
Ah, man.
No footage. That was just a real conversation.
Yeah, it really was.
It was-
Hey, what are you doing tomorrow? I know
Yeah.
you have it off. You want to come to New Jersey?
Anyone see what our boy Mike is up to?
I seen the thumbnail, and it just looked phenomenal.
Oh, of the Rari with the
Yeah.
body kit?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I think it looks insane. Those
I gotta
videos are
watch that.
phenomenal.
Oh my God. And dare I say, you could just get away without even painting the body kit. For some reason, the yellow with like that
Dude,
kind
but
of like
when
Rest
it
of the
gets painted, though.
it gets
oh.
painted for sure, but that like I can almost see it like kind of like as a race car or something like that, where like
Yeah.
the bottom half, something that gets replaced a lot, they just universally painted or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Talk about his video skills just stepping up so much through the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
it just gets better and better. Yeah, the guy's an animal. That thing's going to be ridiculous.
I just you watch it, and every time you watch it, like, oh, what could he be up to next? And you're like,
Oh, that's what he's doing.
that's
It's one of
yeah.
the best current things on the old tubes right now.
You know,
on
I've
the
kind of
internets.
fallen off of Turek's build. It's gotten a little too, like, we're not getting to where we need to go.
Dude, I'm with you 100%. I
Yeah.
love Turk's last stuff. He just put out like a summary of where they are at with the car, and
Yeah.
it was just like, here's where it is now. Okay, we did this, this, and this. Here we go. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I fell out of it. I did. I told you the Turk bought a compound in New Hampshire, and he did a video on that, which I was all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I fell off that build, and I really like what Dom does. I like what Turk does. I don't know why.
Yeah, I love watching all of Dom's like crazy fab skills because I mean he's supremely talented, but there's something about it where it's kind of key points of information and like footage is like missing at some point. You're like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
how did we get here? What happened?
I thought he put something out about that. I can't remember. Maybe it was just on social media or something.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe
There's
I just
something-
kind of I've been
Yeah.
skipping it past
That
past
car's
few of them.
going to just be a monster.
Oh yeah,
It maybe is it truly just like, oh, shit, we're gonna run out of time
maybe
because
honestly.
the season's starting pretty soon.
Yeah.
right?
No, I don't think it's not a pro drift car. That's just like another.
Oh, it's just a
Yeah,
P86.
that's
just
like-
a crazy.
Yeah, that's
okay.
another like break the internet car.
Okay.
Only
okay.
it's like gonna happen over the course of time instead of one day at that SEMA.
Right.
Kind of like how the last one happened, where it's
Yeah,
just like
just
boom,
up here,
we're here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any of the other YouTubes?
I think I maybe have one other one. Anyone check out dry ice cleaning yet? anyone seen any
ice
videos on
cleaning?
that?
No.
Is it like is that the title of a channel, or is it about cleaning stuff with dry ice?
Like with
It's
the
about cleaning stuff.
undercarriage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
about
s-
cleaning stuff with dry
Oh,
ice.
someone
Yeah.
told me about
Isn't
that.
that basically just cold steaming?
I don't know.
I believe it's called
It seems
Cleveland
science.
steamer.
It seems like
Iowa steamer bean?
a thing of science. It's like almost like pressure washing, but like you're blasting it with like micro-sized pellets of dry ice.
Really?
Larry put out a video. He did the bottom of his 964. Super cool. He kind of just gets the machine. Is like, I'm just gonna figure it out.
Yep.
And he's just having at it.
Can you rent this thing?
I don't know if you can. You must be able to. Because
So it's a dry ice cleaner, and it shoots little pebbles of dry ice.
yes, you put in like big cups of dry ice, and then it like breaks them down to like micro-sized particles, and you're like blasting.
When you're done cleaning the bottom of the car, you have a Halloween party in your garage as well.
It didn't put off as much smoke as I had hoped. I thought it
Lame.
would be
Yeah,
like
that would
super
be awesome.
smoky.
Ooh.
What it does do is it then sprays the filth everywhere. It like atomizes it, so it
Mhm.
just kind of like dissipates, and you've
Oh,
got a
boy.
thin layer of just disgust on everything.
Yeah.
Nice, but it's not on the bottom of your car anymore.
Nope.
It's in your garage.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Everywhere.
All
It's-
over your clothes,
yeah.
basically.
It's
That's
cool.
pretty
People
wild.
should check it out. There's tons of videos on YouTube. It's really blowing up right now in like the detailing world.
That's when you
see a
rent the
lot of people
storage
doing it
space.
now, yeah.
Yeah, you rent the storage space for like 1 month. You get it in there and you're just like,
Dry ice, blast it, leave.
yeah.
Cold jet, cool clean, all different variations.
He rented one from a place in New Jersey. Now, I don't know if this was like, I'm Larry and I had this enormous detailing page, like let me borrow it for a little bit, or if that's what this company does. And they,
Let me get that.
Looks like you can get it from air gas as well.
Air gas has got him?
Yeah, dry ice blasting.
Shit,
Who
I gotta
wants to
pick up
go
my
in?
air gas.
You should have seen the size of the compressor this guy was running. He's got a huge compressor on the back of his shop.
Yeah.
The one he had is like the one you see on the side of the highway when like the highway
Oh, yeah,
repairmen are
the-
using.
the
like
tow
Ingersoll-
behinds?
The Ingersoll, like
Yeah, yeah. Randy.
Yeah.
Randy
yeah.
Ingersoll.
Oh, Randy. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Randy.
He had one of those.
Oh, he had to
running
bring
to power
Randy?
it, yeah.
Diesel?
Big
To,
boy.
to power this thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, the CFMs must have been amazing.
Yeah. So
I
Nothing
can
gets me
understand
more
it
chubbed up than some
blasts pretty much anything.
CFMs, buddy.
Yeah.
So
I'm in. I
Randy?
don't know. I think what do we got?
With just some robotic looking things back there. It
Oh,
looks
is that
very,
it, Corey?
looks very 80s.
You know
You
his
tell me that little thing needs
that
Randy?
one. Go down.
Randy.
Down one more. That one right there. That looked like
That
the
looks
one
like a robot.
That looks like the one he was running.
That looks like something that should
It
be
looks
in a
like
hospital.
it looks like a Star Wars robot.
It looks like an iron. What do you
so
call it?
so
Yeah,
you
an
need
iron
that,
lung.
and you need an air compressor that's roughly $1,000 a day
Yeah.
to rent.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
to clean the underside of your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's interesting. But now a lot of it's making sense because you see some of these cars that are higher miles, but they're going for sale on these auction sites, whatever, and
Mhm.
the underside photos are like just
Pristine.
like pristine,
Ridiculous.
like you
Yeah.
could eat off them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have to be doing it this way.
Yeah.
Because even he says, he's like, listen, I've cleaned the bottom of a lot of cars, a lot of different ways. He's like,
Yeah.
I've never in my life got anything as clean as this is doing.
That's cool.
His purpose was to see if it was a viable option for the detail business.
I'm
I think
curious-
the ultimate takeaway was no, but
It's cool.
it's
Right.
cool.
Right.
You want to hear a funny story? If there are
Always.
any more videos?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got
No.
nothing.
This is relating to our next video. So I went for a ride with Contribution Chris. We went to literally the convenience store right up the street from here. We were at Corey's house, and we went the wrong way, so it took us like half an hour. And Chris was like, "There's something wrong with this car." I don't know, man. It doesn't feel right. Yeah, it's fine. It's just that's how Chris is. And I was like, so I got home and we all freaked out, right? So the next day, and I'm like, the thing about it, this is a K car chassis, so it doesn't ride like a Cadillac. This is a shitty little Japanese car with honestly a shitty little turbo motor in it. So I put it up on the lift, and I'm like, I'm looking for stuff on the bottom, like, because I forgot to put the washer on, the crush washer on the oil plug. So I had to swap that out. Also, tip from Kyle at KD Design, Rhode Island. If you take, this is what he told me. I didn't do it, but he told me after I did it. If you take the oil cap off, put a vacuum on it, you can pull the drain plug and oil won't come out.
What?
Yeah. From Kyle. He's like, I worked at a Jiffy Lube back in the day. These idiots would do this all the time. That's how you get it not to drip all over the place.
Isn't that a wild idea?
Wow.
But makes total sense.
So somebody try it and let me know. I honestly would have done it had I known. He told me this the day after I did it. So anyways, I'm under the car and I'm just like, there's fucking oil everywhere down here. This car is done. And I'm like, oh, let me go check the suspension. I'm like, oh, that's covered in oil too. Let me look at this. That's covered in oil too. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there. I think I had the camera out. I'm like, oh boy, I'm looking at a full reseal on this shitty old Japanese car. Like, this isn't good. And then like I'm sitting there. I'm like, wait, I sprayed this whole fucking car with fluid film. Fluid film.
that was all the oil?
Whole bottom of the car still covered in fluid film. Yeah.
Still doing its job.
Didn't rust it at all.
Yeah.
But I had this moment of panic where I was like,
Oh my
no, like the struts are blown, the exhaust is covered in oil. What the hell happened under here? And I totally forgot I sprayed the whole thing in fluid film. I talked about it on the podcast.
You did,
so,
yeah. Matter of fact, I think you did it twice.
yeah, I had a mini meltdown, but turns out fluid film. Still
I'm
working.
super interested in the vacuum.
Yeah, Kyle told me that, and I figured I'd share it with everybody. He says it works.
Anti-gravity hat.
I mean, he's not a guy I tend to not believe, so.
No, it's definitely a guy. If there was ever a hack like that, or like a thinking outside the box, there's
Yeah.
only one man who's going to
Trick
come
of
up with
the
that.
trade?
Yeah, it's this guy over here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he was teeing off on me this morning because I showed up, and obviously I had to get my car inspected by the end of the month. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna ride it out as long as I can. I paid for this month, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna go get it inspected today. It's a beautiful day. I'll walk from the place to work. I turned my car on this morning. One of the tires is low on air. I'm like, of course. So I show up here. throw air in the tire. I park out front because, but gentlemen, I don't want to just drive in someone's shop, right? I park out front. I'm like, hey, Kyle, can I throw air in the tire? And he's like, you're fucking going to do it in the middle of the parking lot? What are you doing? He's like, get your ass inside.
Yeah, he's the best.
I was like, oh, come on, man. I just don't want to drive in
Yeah.
someone's shop. You can't just be
While
pulling
you're
up.
busy working, yeah.
Yeah, he had a customer in there and anything like that. It didn't matter.
A little air. What a champ.
Good guy.
You boys want to get into main discussion?
Oh, boy, do I
Guess
ever.
if you want to
Do
call
we?
it
Yeah.
main discussion.
Go ahead.
I'll hit that. It's the main topic. Main topic. Track night in America.
Wow, that kept going. So our main topic today is, Chris, when's your FD going to be done?
Putting him on the spot.
That wasn't the
immediately.
plan at all.
God damn it, I need that FD to
Jesus.
run, dude. I
Yeah,
need that
me
FD to
too.
run.
Yeah.
Me too.
So anyways,
Soon.
soon is good.
It'll be ready for Seven's Day.
Is it going to be ready for 7th Day?
It will.
You get some time. Oh, man, maybe I'll go
You
down
going
there.
to-
You
you
going?
wanna-
I'm going.
You going to
That
Times
means all
Square?
the boys are going.
Oh, you going to Times Square?
We should go.
I
We should
was
film
really
that.
How many
thinking
people fit
about-
in an FD?
Only one other person besides me, but I have the FC.
Oh, no way.
You trying to go?
I'm going.
You trying to
I'm
go?
going.
Bring it-
Let's
7th
go.
Day?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Oh
It's
my
going to be
God.
Bring
Yeah.
a Camera Rally.
Hold on. Let me pull up my.
Oh, bring the camera.
The old
I think
bring
it's a
camera.
Tuesday or Wednesday, something like
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be on an off day.
It's a Wednesday. It's always
Yeah.
on a Wednesday.
We'll go right
Everything's on a
after
Wednesday.
this.
Wow. I've always thought that was so cool.
that.
7th Day
It
is
seems
awesome.
very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And now that we know it's going to be done by 7th Day, that's great. Now, anyhow, our topic today is, for some reason, Track Night America that Chris and I both went to. Little background. Every time I try to go to a track event, or Chris goes to a track event, we notify each other and try to go to the same track event.
For sure.
And we've had a lot of fun times. Chris
For sure.
Chris was there when I put my M Coupe in a wall at Palmer.
Very scary.
I remember you being like, dude, I heard someone crashed a Beamer. I thought you'd already gotten off the track. Turns out no. And I
I
was
was terrified to walk around that side of the car.
that makes two of us. I was there when your 993 went backwards into the it didn't hit anything, but it was into the circle track at Thompson, right?
Yep.
I was standing on, for some reason standing, I never stand there, and it was like, oh no. So we've had a lot of fun times at the track.
Experiences.
Yeah.
So we had another one at Thompson, which we tend to go to all the time. And it was a good day, man. We had
We were safe.
we were safe. Yeah, we were actually safe.
Yeah, there was a pretty bad one, right?
Yeah, so we both been through some shit at the track.
For sure.
I
You've
know.
seen some
I've
shit.
been through some shit on the way to Chuck's house.
Yeah, quick breakdown of that. You've never made it to my house without hitting something on the way there.
Never.
Because he shows up in this with your Civic, right?
Yep.
Civic hatch,
Yep.
and you've got packing tape on the lip, and you're like, dude, I hit something on the way here. And last time in the 993,
Yep.
you hit a deer.
Yeah, a deer decided to catapult itself over the car.
So needless to say, we're meeting at his house next
But
time.
I only got away with the small dent.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
unbelievable. Because I
Little-
hit a deer on
little-
my
little
clown shoe.
PDR was
Ugh.
fine.
Ugh, deer are the worst. So, anyways, yeah, we've been through our shit at the track. We both know how it is to lose it and not be happy about it. Get black. Did you get black flagged off the track ever or no?
I don't think so.
You got one when you spun it, but I don't think that matters.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, I've gotten thrown off a couple times.
But
I'm-
any recent?
Our first track event together,
Our first track event, I got two and got thrown off.
but remember that's the one where the
We
We-
saw
we
that
walked-
Acura. Yeah, we're walking through the parking lot,
that nice turbo kit.
looking at this car, and there's an
Yeah.
Acura there with the turbo kit, and we're both like, that's a lot of space tape to be safe on the track. And like, it's like our second round out, or our first round out after the tour lap,
Mm-hmm.
and it's our first, both of our, you didn't have been to a track before, right?
Never been to a road course. No.
Yeah, me
Only
neither.
drag.
I've done rallies and stuff, and we're both sitting there, and this Acura like pulls up on the ground.
You got to preface the story with the fact that we had never been to a road course together
Yeah,
or before, and we chose the most dangerous one in the area to go to for the first time.
yeah, built into the side of a mountain, Palmer, which is beautiful and a great track, but I wouldn't make it your first track. Now.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there before our first run group. This Acura pulls up on the grass right in front of the pit, and just burns to the ground.
Yes.
Oh,
Driver
jeez.
gets out, can't open the hood. The car just,
Really?
had to be totaled.
Yeah.
I mean, it was terrible. And I was
Literally
like, Chris,
burned
where
out.
we're looking at in the pit, and we're like, well, that's sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like Lock City requires like heat shields and stuff so your brake lines don't catch on fire.
Yeah.
He didn't have those.
So sorry, sidebar. I didn't see the tech inspections at Lock City when
Yeah.
you were filming those because I was shooting photos and whatnot. Very informative.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I actually really enjoyed watching that.
I'd like to film that again.
Yeah.
So see, I think you hit a good point because that's what I was gonna get into, and it's still baffling to me the tech spec that you go through before you get on there. It's just like, here's the sheet. Does your car meet all these requirements?
Yeah.
You check it off yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
no.
Dude,
and go out on the track.
I've signed like stronger legal documents to rent a steam cleaner from Home Depot.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, you ever rented it from Home Depot? They go through everything.
Yes.
What's your mother's maiden name?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, over here, like, hey, could be a fake name, say your car's totally fine. Yup. And don't get me wrong, I actually look at that shit.
Yeah.
I got a lift at the house. I give a shit about my cars.
Right.
There are definitely people that don't look at that shit.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
Because, like, it's supposed to be, your brakes aren't over half worn. Like, you don't have any shitty steering wobbles. I mean, it's basic shit, but it's stuff you got to look into, especially after a couple events. And yeah, I mean, that's how Track Night America is. There's no instruction besides, like, the beginner group will have kind of coaching.
Yeah.
But it's more
Right
like
right
you
after
guys are
every
all
run.
fucking up. You know what I mean? More than like, hey, this guy should do this. But they just don't have the resources to do that. And it's inspect yourself, which I find, I mean, it's cool with me.
Yeah.
And usually I hope that we're running an intermediate group, so most people pay attention.
Right.
But-
Go with the intent of not wanting to fuck something up, break something, and just at least check your shit.
Yeah, and if I'm honest, Chris and I were in the last drivers meeting, and unfortunately the woman said we haven't had any accidents.
Yeah, she said
Oh,
that there was no accidents there last year.
And it was like, oh, man, you shouldn't say that.
Yeah, that's like
That's like, I'm going to go for one more run.
right. That's like the BMX
that's how I
skating,
wrecked
I'm
mine.
gonna get
Yeah.
one more.
It's a bad omen.
Yeah, exactly.
So unfortunately, I think it was after the second run group. So we had some really good run groups.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a lot of fun. I think both our cars worked really well. I think my brakes kind of felt a bit shit towards the end, so I'm doing fluid change and everything in them now. But we had some good runs. I don't think neither one of us went backwards, which is good.
Yep. Stayed on track.
However, after the second run group, somebody put what was it, E90?
F80.
An F80 M3
Oh.
into a wall, like
Oh, boy.
driver's side, right?
The entire.
The entire driver's side. All the airbags went off. It was. I hope he has track insurance. I didn't. But it was like, when you really wreck one, if
Get
you've
track
done it before,
insurance.
you can't turn your flashers just stay on until they cut the battery on the car, apparently.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to get too close or do anything because I've been in that situation before and I know how much it sucks and I know what the paperwork you have to fill out and how they're just happy you're all right. And I had track insurance when I wrecked mine. And as I said, I hope this guy does. I mean, for me, that car would be more than my car, but mine was like $125.
It was a bad hit though.
That was like
Side curtain.
even used that
airbags.
car $65,000, $60,000, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, all the side curtain airbags. I mean, there wasn't a single panel not wrecked on the driver's side. It must have been a scary hit.
Yeah, for sure.
So we saw that. So you got to watch out for that stuff, man. I'm sure the car was fine and prepped well.
And this was
I mean, you got to imagine he had traction control off.
this one was at
100%.
Thompson, right?
Yeah,
What-
yeah. There's
what-
not a ton of places in Thompson. When I was thinking about it later, where you could smash your driver's side that hard.
Correct.
That's what I
because
was trying to
under the
figure out
bridge,
where.
it would be passenger side,
Yep.
right?
Under the bridge is a left.
You're
Unless you loop it,
under the bridge. You're taking it's a left hand.
you're taking a left-hand turn. So if
Yeah.
if you went out, you
If you
hit
went
the
out,
wall.
yeah.
Like, where's there a solid wall for driver's side at Thompson? I guess you could come out of the oval hard. It wasn't the front of the track because we were standing in the front of the track, so it had to be in the back somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't going under the bridge because that's where we were parked.
I always expected to be the
Yeah,
bridge,
'cause
but
it's-
we would have
'cause
heard
it's
that
the-
immediately.
Yeah, and that's we said that it's the most challenging turn. You want to get that turn right.
Yeah, exactly. And I always get it wrong.
Then, because then you go around the big circle track right-hander,
Yes,
and then it straightens out
Which nobody uses the
to
entire
that
track.
little.
which is crazy.
It goes a little over crest, but you have the Jersey barriers, the orange and white ones to the right-hand side, but then that dives into another right. So that's a little easy left, but then to a hard. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. I hit a wall in Palmer, which was probably one of the harder walls to hit because I'm an idiot. So, I mean, this could have been this guy's first day driving like me. I think he probably hit the out. If you were to dive bomb the oval track and come out, there's that giant wall on the left-hand side.
That's right.
I think that's what he went
You
into.
unfortunately, come out too
Because
too
that's a
wide
lot
on
of
the
hard.
oval.
That's a lot of cement.
That is.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what
clip
happened.
that spot.
But I feel bad for the guy, man. I wanted at one point I was like, should I just be like, hey man, I've been here before. It sucks, but it'll be fine.
It'll be okay.
But I also just don't. I also know I didn't want to talk to anybody when it happened. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think we did pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I liked it. There was a typical track day. There's a guy with the vet that asked, "Who's gonna? How can I remember?" Oh, what did he say? He was there's always the guy in the meeting that knows better than the instructor.
Yeah.
Oh, can you tell us what turns people usually crash on? And he's like, we don't do that.
Wait, that was a real question?
Yeah. These guys are. There's always the guy that knows better than everybody.
These are my kind of people.
And there's always the guy. There's always the guy in the vet that's like, what if they don't let me point? What if they don't point me in front of them? And it's like, dude, I know because you're asked this question, you're not going to pass anyone.
Yeah.
Like, if you were that fast, you'd be in advanced group and you could just pass them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, yeah.
So it was fun. I let everybody pass, man. I'm well over trying to race at these things, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
Right.
I mean, I tend to run that track now. I was in total lazy man mode. The only time I'm shifting is in the straight from third to fourth. Then I'll run the whole goddamn track in third gear.
Third gear?
Am I faster in second gear? Absolutely around some of the turns. Do I give a shit? Absolutely not. I had a Miata who was riding my ass. We'd like get to the technical section at the back, and he would be riding my ass. I'm like, well, I can't get away from this guy unless I downshift. And then we get to the straight, and I felt like a vet guy because I'd leave him in the dust. I would break way later than him because I'm dumb.
Yeah.
And then he'd probably catch me by the time we got around the big turn in the oval, unless I was in second gear. It was once I was like, fuck it, I'm doing second gear. And then I was like, oh, I get away from him, but it's not worth it. Fuck that. So I just drag it through some of those turns in third. But it's not a race. It's not a race. It's fun. I think I finally got some good lines. I got my legs back out there.
I think we learned that a lot quicker than most people do, because I think so many people go out to these track days and they want to race each other. And I'm like, dude, I'm just here to have a good time.
Yeah.
I want to go as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah.
But I'm not competing against
I'm here to blow
anybody.
some steam for myself, hang out with my friends.
So
you know.
that's the
I'm
thing.
not
is
here competing
personal best
against
for me,
anybody
you know?
else.
That's
That's how those guys end up in the wall.
They
Yeah, it
just
really is.
forget like, hey, this is not a competition.
Yeah.
Like it's just it almost overwhelms them to just disregard. Hey, I gotta drive home or whatever.
All the instructors say that the whole time, and I think the first couple ones you're just like, yeah, I get it. It's not a race, but I'm gonna go
Exactly,
fast.
But I'm fucking beating this guy.
And then it's just like our third year doing this stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I get this. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shift I'm just gonna enjoy myself around the track, and that's exactly what it is.
I think for me too, it's when you're out there, you realize that there are people that have way more experience than you doing this.
Yeah.
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 You're like, dude, I'm not faster than this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, think about how late we are to the party. We both started in our mid 30s
Yeah,
doing
like,
this
what are you
stuff.
talking about?
Like early 30s. Like,
This-
oh my god.
I'm not faster than this guy. This guy's been doing it forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun, man. Our it wasn't too busy. Our group, I
No,
think
that-
the
I love-
beginner
I
group was
love
really
that part
busy.
of it.
Yeah,
I love that part of it.
I
There
think we're
seems to
going
be
up
a
to
lot less
advanced
people.
though. I think you're looking at the advanced boys.
Let's try it.
I think we're gonna have to. We're gonna be orange band boys.
Orange band. Woo!
But it's funny because this was your first time running a front wheel drive on that too.
Correct.
So that's
Yeah.
interesting to
Completely
get used
I
to.
was just gonna
world.
ask how the whole shakedown went of that thing.
Completely different world.
So what was it?
What?
What is it that you were driving?
92 EG hatchback.
Like a god.
Yeah.
With what motor in it?
B16A swap.
Yep.
So it's a JDM swap, and it actually handled pretty good. I was just getting used to the complete difference of running, obviously front wheel drive versus rear wheel drive.
Yep.
Or all wheel drive.
Yep.
And then it was so light in the back.
So that's what I was just going to ask. Did you find yourself getting into a bit of a tank slapper with it? I think it's called lift throttle oversteer, where if you just come off throttle, because I know this because I spun my Mark II multiple times. And
So you're talking from experience.
so literally, like if you just come off throttle a little too much in a corner,
That's how you slide it.
and the ass just says, "Nope,
Yeah.
I'm going.
And
I'm
it's
going
like
out."
it's like a featherweight back there.
Yeah. There's
So
nothing.
So that was interesting getting used to, after a couple of run sessions.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd take it out there again. performed great, and then enjoyed the ride home, no problem.
Yeah, that's the best we can ride home without serious damage.
Yeah.
I mean, we took in a couple different cars out there. We went as the high deductible boys that one
Yeah, I was
time.
gonna say we were the
The
fancy boys
M3 and the
first day,
993.
Yeah.
I think-
That was our first time.
Second time. That was after I wrecked.
Yeah, that's right.
I think we're gonna end up we'll probably do a twin M3 day. That'll be
we're gonna
fun.
do M3 day.
And then I want to take my little Daihatsu out there. I think it'll be slow as shit.
Well, weren't you talking about possibly doing that on the
On Canaan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we got a private day at Canaan. I'm thinking about it, man, but I think my M Coup's gonna be more fun at Canaan. My buddy Igor was trying to get me to take my GTR, and it's just like, I don't think it's a big track. I mean, sure, it'd probably do good times, but I don't know. Big power sucks for that stuff. Maybe I'll bring the little car. It's got AC.
if you hey, that's the EG hatch has AC too.
Yeah,
why I drove it
that's
that
the
day.
big seller, dude.
You know,
That's why we drove it that day. It was 43.
Swap it and yeah, I know. Swap it and keep the AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, man.
If you bring out the Daihatsu, then I got to bring out the EG again.
Yeah.
Do a small car day.
Too small car, they'd be so funny.
Yeah.
I think you got way more power than me, though.
I don't know, but I think your car's more fun to drive because of the boost.
Yeah, it's true. It's the boost. And that 9,000 RPM red line, that doesn't make any power past 5,500 RPM.
It happens though. You get.
Oh, no, I go all the way to the end every time,
Just
man.
keep
You
bringing
can't-
her out.
You can't jump that line. I think it's 9,500 RPM. It's just like sport bike level.
Just
What
keep
else?
stepping.
What other stuff was there?
There was a 240Z that wasn't letting anybody pass.
Oh,
that was
yeah, that was your boy.
wildly annoying.
Shucks boy.
Yeah, and I try. Like, it's the thing.
Like
I'm
an
not,
old 240?
yeah. And I'm not racing, so like, if you're not gonna let me pass, I'm just gonna be a fucking asshole. Whatever, man. I'll just hang out back here till somebody passes me and then runs you off the road. And
Yeah.
that happened. There was what else was out there? A couple vets. There were a couple
Couple
real
vets.
fast Camaros.
Yeah.
the
Oh
new,
yeah. Some
new gen stuff.
GL1s.
Huh, that's cool.
There's a guy that was getting after it in that RS Focus.
Yeah, the Focus RS guy was slamming
Yeah.
mud flaps, and oh, he didn't have
No
flaps.
mud
He was a
flaps,
track
yeah.
guy.
That's how you know.
What did I? Oh man, there was at one point in my first run group where I was getting back into it, and there was like a Volvo sedan behind me, and I was like, "None
Oh,
shall
yeah.
pass. None shall pass."
Was it like an S60R? Or?
Yeah, it wasn't an R either.
No,
I
it
think it was
wasn't
just
an
like
R,
an S80.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, this guy was just big body, and like I let a couple people pass, and I wasn't like blocking them. I saw in
Yeah.
my rear view. I was like, "Okay, this is the motivation I need to." I mean,
yeah.
I'm
I
not
gotta
letting
pick
this
it up.
happen.
Yeah.
So the funniest thing about that guy was he had one of the indoor spots.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had one of the indoor spots, and every single time he came off the track, he kept circling the building as if he was like trying to cool his car off
Oh, nice.
before he parked it inside.
Nice. Yeah, I like the little
High
track guy
performance
stuff you
machine.
see
Yeah,
there.
exactly. It was
Like you see the
wild.
guy that won't put on his e-brake, and you see the guy doing cool laps, and you're just like,
I
dude,
forgot about
this
this.
is
The
a
guy that won't
track
put on his
night.
Wait, you know what?
wouldn't put on his e-brake. He'd like
Yeah.
throw a spare tire
Yeah,
behind his
exactly.
car so it wouldn't roll away, as opposed to just
he-
parking on the flat.
Yeah, he'd run to the back of the bed of his truck, grab a spare tire, and chuck it underneath his back wheel because he didn't want to put his e-brake on.
Yeah, because your brakes are hot, so it might seize it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can just park it on the grass. I mean, whatever. Anyways, but you see track guys like.
Or just shut it off and put it in gear.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. The car is off.
Yeah.
Uh,
I didn't get it.
One day we'll hit that level where we can have indoor garage spots. In
Yeah.
fact, the only day we should have done it was this last event. This was 40 degrees out,
You're right.
and there was
And
just the
windy
wind.
as
The wind
hell.
was so
What is
bad.
it? Is that just an add-on?
Yeah, you can pay like $40 and you can park in the paddock, like
Okay.
inside,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
Bring out your folding table, unload all your gear.
put your
nicely,
build sheet out.
You know,
yeah.
check your tire
Have
pressure,
your pit
torque
crew.
your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pit crew.
As
line
close
up.
to us,
Yeah.
our shit's getting. We get back, it's all blown all over the place. Like shit's in the grass, water bottles all over the place. Just like our pit area was a bit of a disaster.
Yeah, sure.
We got to
was.
bring a pop up or something, make us look like we know what we're doing,
Yeah, that or a trailer.
or it won't fit in either of our cars. Yeah, just a trailer full of our gear, just a landscape trailer with
What
a
about
couple
just a
dirt bikes.
camping tent? So like a pop up a camping tent running in the camping tent.
How good would that be? A camping tent with 2 inflatable chairs, and
Yeah.
like after our run group, just sitting there until our run group comes
Yeah.
back up.
Especially in the summer when it's real hot. Get
Yeah,
the sun
yeah.
off you.
Yeah, you'd also get the little sauna effect
Yeah.
that you get from those
Got to
tents.
keep cool.
You forgot to mention the white fox body that was out there getting it
Oh,
down.
my
it was a white fox
God.
body.
That guy was
Tell
he in
me
our
more.
group? He was, wasn't he?
He wasn't our.
He was getting it, dude. There was a white fox body out there, and like for a car that can't handle no matter what you do to
Yeah.
it, this
was
guy was
handling?
mobbing.
He got
Yeah.
sideways a couple times.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think it didn't help him. He had some donks though.
Oh, he has some big wheels.
He had some
Oh
big
yeah,
wheels
he
on
has
it.
some
Really?
big old wheels on there. Little fashion over function on
He
that
didn't
baby.
even put the IRS on.
No, but he was fast. He was no joke.
He was getting after it. His car
Yeah.
sounded great.
There are a couple guys that go out that you tell the first time in that group, forget what flags mean, don't let you pass and stuff. But like, that's usually out pretty quick. I just feel like, I mean, all they care about at Track in America is how good you are at letting people pass and
Yeah.
knowing how to let people pass. So
Yeah,
if you're good at
they're-
letting people pass, which I'm great at now, you should be in advance.
Right. So essentially, just track communication.
Yeah, in advance,
Yeah.
I just like leave my hand out the window pointing my left side. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. Keep it moving.
Yeah, yeah.
Keep it
Stationary
moving.
point. Keep it
moving.
going.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's fun, man. We've talked about this a lot. I suggest anybody, if they want to do their first track experience, I mean, no, there's not going to be real coaching, but there are cones there for apexes where you should turn in.
A quick YouTube search will help you before you get out there too.
Absolutely.
I think so. I mean, you watch.
Just track basics.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, because
It
if
will
you're
help you a
doing
ton.
track, like we're in the intermediate group, and there are guys doing lines where you're like, I don't know what the fuck this guy is
Yeah.
doing. Like,
What is he doing?
Yeah.
he's in as tight as he can before he takes the right, and then
Yeah.
like drifts out in the middle, and it was just like, what is this guy doing? This
He's-
man's crazy.
He's adding an extra turn to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was making everything a double apex.
Yeah.
It's that F1 line.
He's taking the F1 line. He's taking that Kimi Räikkönen, you know?
Right, yeah.
Well, we talked about too how prior to doing this we didn't realize how accessible it is.
Yeah, it's wildly accessible. I mean, you could take like your mom's LeBaron. You know, you take whatever you want on this track, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Your
And it's-
S80 Volvo.
it's-
I mean, the guy in the S80
It's
was having the
pretty
time of his
reasonable.
life. Yeah, it's like under $200. I
Yeah.
think right under $200.
$150, $160.
Run what you
go out there for
brung.
a couple hours and have a ton of time.
Don't crash.
Was there any like SUVs on there or
I didn't think
I
there
any
don't
were.
truck
worry,
guys?
I should bring my X3 next time.
Didn't see an
I'd be
SUV out
sad
there.
because it'd be faster than anything I have.
Yeah.
Substantially more capable than any of my other cars.
I'm still wildly impressed every time I go at the Miata guys.
Oh,
Miata-
yeah.
They
Miata
get
guys are,
after it,
those
man.
guys go
Miata
for it.
racing.
but they are so goddamn slow.
They
So
are in the
goddamn
straight,
slow.
Forget about it.
It's just like, I mean, this guy was like, he was obviously riding my ass to make a point that he's great in turns, and I was obviously shifting way high and blasting and braking late to make a point that I don't care.
Yeah.
A couple Porsche guys out there too that were getting after it.
P
Yeah,
car guy.
That
That's
guy with that
strange.
turbo.
Yeah, man, how much fun would a turbo be on that stuff? Oof. Yeah, so I don't know. It was a ton of fun. I always suggested to everybody the money's not too crazy. And we were talking like, there's got to be people that go out there and like, this isn't for me. There certainly were, because the last run
Correct.
group, there was nobody on it.
People were leaving early.
Yeah, but there's got to be people. I don't know what kind of person would be that kind of person, but like I guess people go out there and just like, yeah, I don't know, we did a couple laps, not for me.
Interesting.
If
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
sure
if you're
there
trying
is.
to race and you really suck, like
Yeah.
you'd be like, yeah, no, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Is that hoop regulation?
I
unless
was just
you're
gonna
like-
say, right? Yeah. This,
Unless you're, you might be a little timid about wrecking your car, but
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Get
goes
the
away
insurance.
quickly.
Yeah, just get the insurance. You're fine.
Get the insurance. Yeah, but they give you like a better rate too if you're doing a track night. Like if, on the Haggerty site, we sign up for insurance. It asks, "Is this a track night in America?"
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's-
really?
and it's substantially cheaper.
Oh, that's cool.
And you get to, don't you get this? You get to, if I'm not mistaken, you get to set the value of the car.
You get to pick whatever you want. So if you've got a totally overinflated build sheet, there you go.
Right.
Now's the time to stuff it into a wall.
And they ask you to put your mods in too, because they're not going
Yeah.
to cover mods that are wrecked. But when I was doing my M3, because it's worth 3 times as much as my shoe.
Yeah.
I mean, a wrecked stock one, all the stock parts are worth more than any of the aftermarket shit I have on it. So whatever. But that'd be funny if you're like my GTR would be like, oh great, here we go. Like,
Yeah.
It's a quick $1,000 track day.
No, just what am I going to do for?
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
whatever the values, whatever. But like, I'm gonna have to list all the mods of the car. I don't even know it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Cover my interior.
We'll give him a copy.
I still, every time I do it, I'm like, I'm not bringing it. It's too fast. I'm not fast enough with this car to have
Yeah.
a car that's way faster. And then every time at the end of it, I'm like,
I could
if I had the GTR, I could just laugh to everybody.
So you see, I think that's why you see so many of the Miata guys out there, because with coming out with the hatch this time, it was so much more fun because you just pin it to
Maximum
the
attack.
floor.
the joy
entire
of
time.
slow. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like you're going fast, but you're like, I'm not
Yeah.
going fast at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this feels great.
Yeah.
But you can drive the car closer to 10 out of 10.
I was just gonna say you're almost at 10/10. So
Vers-
just,
versus when you have something that's really fast and
You
you're
have to be
inexperienced, you're
cautious.
like, fuck,
Yeah.
what am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I
Yeah.
gonna wreck
3
this thing?
tenths feels like 10 tenths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
can-
Yeah.
It's a little. I mean, you can
Get
still
squirrely
certainly
out
get
there.
yourself in trouble, but you're a little less likely to get yourself in so much trouble.
I mean, we saw that with a couple of times with some of those Camaro guys that were driving those ZL1s. I mean, they got a little squirrely on some of those turns. I'm like, woo.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to
You want
slide.
to try to save that?
Yeah.
It's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are badass cars, man. If you don't believe that Camaros can handle, man, you haven't seen the ZL1 at the track. Those things
Yeah.
are
Isn't that the one?
always some of the fastest shit
That
on the
is
track.
the one.
That's
Yeah,
the one, right?
that's the one.
Yeah.
And it's got that vet motor that had all the problem cooling in the vet because there's not enough grills. And
Yeah.
the Camaro, there's grills all over the goddamn place.
It's all grill.
There's like a 1.5 foot between the bumper of the car and the actual radiator.
and it's
There's
all-
all the room.
yeah, it's just incredible. Those guys rip, man.
There's
So,
all those air jams and I'll trap it and then stuff it right into there.
so we had a lot of fun. I suggest everybody try it. I'll let everybody know next time we're going.
I was
because
gonna
you can
say,
come out
is
and
there
just
any-
bullshit with the boys.
Another one scheduled?
I went one time to hang out for a while. It was fun.
It was a good
Good
time.
time.
The only event I know about coming up is this Monday at Palmer. There's like a private, semi-private, like all-day lap event.
Yeah.
If you hit me up on Instagram, I can send a link for it if you can make Monday work. Palmer's awesome. As I said, I wouldn't make it your first track, but you got some experience. It's a hell of a track to run all day.
I
So.
think it was
right in.
Casale's first track experience was Palma, right? With the P-car guys?
Yeah, I don't know how fast those guys were actually going.
It doesn't matter. Sit next. Put your mind
No,
in the
I
passenger seat next to Chris.
I understand that's
driving.
scary as hell.
And he's just screaming "Ah!" the whole time.
But guys with a bunch of like very expensive
Yeah.
vintage Porsches. I don't know how much they're getting it at Palmer.
Yeah.
I hope they are, but most likely you're not doing a Porsche track meet day doing it. I don't know. I hope they were.
Yeah. I think it was more of like a parade style, but
I mean,
It's still
Palmer's
pretty
scary
cool.
all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, those.
I
those-
stand by it
those-
being scary.
Yeah, those elevations, they're pretty gnarly.
And then people tell me they run it the other way from the way we ran it. I'm like, oh man, that's the tight section downhill.
It's a serious mind fuck.
Yeah.
It's a lot of braking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a lot of engine braking,
Yeah.
or a lot of spinning.
Yeah, I was like,
I mean, I spun going up that hill. That's why I don't shift anymore.
A lot of other stuff breaking.
wait. You spun going up in like through a bunch of turns. So how you were carrying?
No. So one of the times I got black flagged and put it on the wall. I wasn't going up. I was flat
Oh, okay.
and also
okay.
flat foot like an idiot.
Okay.
The second time when I got thrown off the track, I was after the second turn and I spun and went through the only other runoff on the whole track. And they flagged me and I'm like, hey, buddy, to and through, all right? I mean, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
That's
So my life flashed before my
Yeah,
eyes.
okay.
you know?
I get that a little mixed up. I was
No,
saying,
no.
That'd be a hell of a something if you're going uphill, spin it, and then just parade
Imagine
through.
that.
Dude, you don't know how fast, like, I think I was probably going 80 miles an hour when I went through all those fields.
Yeah.
How fast that is?
It feels.
Until
it
you
sounds
have the
funny 'cause,
brakes
like,
on.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds funny because when you think of going 80 miles an hour, you're like, all right,
Right, you
80
think on
miles
the
an hour
highway.
You do it on
on
the
a daily
highway.
basis on the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
But
on back
when you're
roads.
doing 80 miles an hour and you're like not trying to go that fast.
When you're going 83 miles an hour sideways through a field, you're like,
Yeah.
wow, this is really hard to stop.
Yeah.
This guy's still going.
I really feel the weight of the
yeah,
car.
yeah, wow.
I
Yeah.
didn't think I had this much momentum.
I was gonna say that momentum really isn't
Yeah,
letting
but
go.
you see the pavement coming, you're like, well, surely when I hit the pavement, it'll
Yeah.
stop.
It's like right
Nope.
up.
I mean, my
Onto the-
wheels are stopping.
On to the next field.
Yeah, it's really fast, way faster at
Yeah.
tight quarters.
Well, as the boys said, do some homework. Don't get out there thinking you are Michael Schumacher.
Well, you can. It's just not going to go good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a hot
Unfortunately-
shit coming out of non-professional, non-competitive rallycross when I went out there. So I had all the goddamn loose traction
thinking you got this in the bag.
experience in the world. I usually race on snow and dirt. I'll be fine on this.
Grip. I have grip now.
Yeah. I don't know what this is for.
I can handle this. Well, boys, you both survived.
Young hot boy
That's
switching
good.
divisions.
What
we made it.
what else is going on in your world, project wise?
Oh man.
Project wise, well, the EG was the newest edition, so I got a couple things in the works for that. My wife actually just texted me a little while ago, told me I got a big ass package,
Uh-oh.
which means
Turbo kit.
no. Rear brake conversion is
Oh,
just
nice. Get
came
the
into
discs?
that. Yep, get rid of the drums. So that's that. We put a clutch in it. Just finally got to drive it for real.
Yeah.
As of recently, so that's been good. And I'm not gonna go too crazy with this one. I'm just gonna
enjoy it. Yeah. It seems like a very good platform to get out there, and like you said, just really have some fun.
Yeah, and it's got some mods already done before I got it, so I think just gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
While I can.
Yeah.
Project wise, 993's 100% done, so I'm just enjoying that.
Yep.
FC's getting a new exhaust, which I have that. I just have to find the time to do it, and E30 is almost done with the break-in period. I got a couple hundred more miles to do.
Yeah.
And then that's when we're going to take that out on the track. So that's
2030. That's another.
driving like a dream.
That's like what
That's another
Burrow's-
high deductible day.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely high deductible.
That's like Burrow's track day. Every time he takes that thing to the track, there's like 3 or 4 white E30 M3s.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Oh,
sure.
up there for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really enjoying the E30 right now. I've been dailying that for the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
So that's been
How many miles is that break-in period?
1,000 miles.
1,000.
Yeah. That's been really fun. So
How many miles are you away?
I think 200.
Okay, it's not too
So
bad.
I should be able to sneak that in before the end of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but that's good. I mean, that car went through a major overhaul over the winter, so it's just night and day driving that now versus when I first got it.
Yep.
So it's a big difference.
You did get the E28 though, to 2028 day. Those would be fun. Those are
Yeah.
big. Those are big old boys.
Every time I see yours, I get jealous.
Yeah, dude,
got-
just put the glass in.
Let's
go.
I gotta put the glass back in there, and then we could be rolling in that.
Twin-
That'd be a
Twinsies once
fun.
again.
That'd be a funny day.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what that would do.
Because I still think E28 M5 is better than an E30 M3.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, just overall?
Yeah.
Generally better cars.
Yeah.
I was.
When I first drove my E28 M5, I was like, "Holy shit, this thing moves."
Yeah.
When I first, even after the overhaul with my E30, it feels good,
Yeah,
but it's not the same kind of
Right.
fast for that era.
Dude, I drove my M5 the day after we went to the track, and I just did like a quick dank pull on the highway, and I was like, "This is faster than my clown shoe," and it doesn't make sense. It is, dude. It just
It feels-
it's more
it feels
torque.
great,
it just
yeah.
feels better.
Is it
feels
lighter?
No.
Oh,
Clown
actually,
shoe's
no,
lighter.
there's-
Clown
yeah.
shoe's lighter.
There's no way
By-
it'd be lighter.
I mean, a couple 100 pounds, but it's just there's something about the Z28s, man. I don't know if it's the wheelbase and it's that big 3.5 liter motor, like the torque it has. It's just it sounds fucking ridiculous. They're just I don't know.
I still find it's amazing that the E28 M5 doesn't get anywhere near the recognition.
It's still,
as
yeah,
the
Yeah.
E30.
yeah.
Yeah, the price
I mean,
they
I
should be
know
like
they're-
$60,000 cars if that's what M3s are going for.
Yeah.
Like the E28's it's better.
Yeah.
In mine's I've said it all the time. Like if my E28 was as worked as my M3, like there'd be no competition.
Yeah.
Like
Agreed.
I
What
can't-
does an E28 M5 weigh?
3,300 pounds?
Really?
maybe?
No clue.
Wow.
I don't know what
I
it is.
don't know. It'd be hard to say like a
M5 curb weight.
Yeah, E28. You got to do
Uh,
M5 because it's a big boy engine. E28. Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Pretty
what is
close.
it? 3153?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Well, it probably weighs the same as my M Coupe.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that red one.
Oh my. Yeah.
Because I think the M Coupe weighs like 3,000 maybe. Maybe might
I
weigh
buy
the
this.
same.
I buy that car twice.
Yeah, I'd have more than one.
I love
Yeah.
that car.
You might have to now if you want another one. There's not. I mean, they're
Oh,
not
man.
wildly expensive. I don't think, but they're certainly not like they
They certainly
were.
haven't popped like the E30s have,
No.
but
They're better looking cars,
I think they're better looking
I love
cars.
it.
especially lowered.
Yeah.
You lower one of these things, and it's just like
Oh, there she is.
E28 is one of the all-time greats.
E34 M5.
I never liked those. I know you love them.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, it's an amazing
I like the
car.
E30. I like that the E34 and 5 is a classic, but still looks
Oh, it
modern.
looks so modern, and the E28 does not look modern at all.
No modern at
And
all.
you have to do E28 with Euro bumpers. If you're running
Yeah.
stock bumpers, it ruins the car.
The diving boards. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I think E28 M5 is probably one of the best BMWs ever.
Yeah.
Followed by the E39 M5.
What an amazing car.
Right,
E39.
You hit it right on
I
the
should
head.
still buy one. I'd go E28 M5, E39 M5, E30 M3.
What year's your M Coupe?
99. It wouldn't surprise me if it weighed more than that car. Because it turns out there's nothing in an E28 M5.
31,
God,
31.
they're almost.
Yeah.
They're almost
Wow.
identical.
Oh, 20 pounds less?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yep.
Totally worth
Yeah.
it.
And then what? It's just like 11 years apart.
That shows how wildly unsafe that E28
So
M5
that was where my my
Put
train
the
of
whole
thought
family
went.
in it.
Yeah.
Is just like it's not as much metal. It's physically might take up as much space or certainly more panel for panel, but like the thick gauge of the
Oh, yeah,
of the,
yeah.
it's just like
It's
yeah,
a little
it's
lighter.
just-
They went
yeah.
super lightweight on the E28.
Yeah,
Well, let's face it. If that car was,
Well, think about that. That's a family sedan.
right.
You know what I mean, what's your average?
it weighs
family sedan?
3,100 pounds. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, just great cars. If you ever get a chance to drive one, they're great. Even normal E28s are great cars.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Coming for you hard.
Oh, there we are.
There
Yeah.
it is.
021. Yeah, that's just Mike's.
I think
oh,
Mike
Mike's
said he
car.
really liked his E28 as well
Yeah.
when we were talking to him. Yeah, I mean they're just sick cars.
I love.
You know
those
what the
wheels.
ultimate? Well, I already said it. The ultimate build. You take one of those, you put an S62 in it, and then you have the best car ever. 5-liter V8 E28, 3,200 pounds of straight death.
Yeah, it's an amazing car.
Yeah.
Timeless car. Timeless. What do we
Timeless
got for
design.
questions?
Let's
Yeah,
Josh?
we
get
got
into some
questions.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one actually was DM'd to us. Let's
Ooh, a little
see.
DM.
Will Evans just writes, "Hi fellas, hope you're well. What car would you buy from a rock star? A couple of years ago, a friend of mine bought a car from 80s singer Bonnie Tyler. It was a nice little runabout, but every now and then it fell apart.
Who's Bonnie Tyler?
I don't know.
Chuck, Google Bonnie Tyler.
Chuck,
Bonnie Tyler's like a big time.
Corey wants to
big
get
time
eyes on her.
Bonnie Tyler. What could she be selling?
She looks like she was a smoke show back in her day.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Bonnie Tyler. What has she done?
Is that
Is a
Steven
Welsh-
Tyler's wife?
A Welsh.
Did she do
singer.
Earth Move Under My Feet? Is that Bonnie? Oh, and that's King.
Lost more than a lover. Ooh. And I mentioned the rock music songwriter, Total Eclipse of the Fart. Yeah, there
Yeah.
it is.
I think
Yeah.
if I'm going to start this off, I'd buy a slightly damaged Cullinan
Oh,
Yeah.
off a celebrity.
I might try and go for Travis Scott's E30 M3.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the Cactus Jack.
I don't know what I'd buy actually. Oh, I'd buy one of Jamiroquai's Ferrari things. Probably his F40.
I'm going for something from Steinfeld.
Some
Oh,
Seinfeld.
yeah,
yeah.
man
jeez,
himself.
that's the play right there. I was
He'd
going to
probably
say
do what's his face in Van Halen's. He's got a crazy classic like American car collection.
Fox body.
Wild paint all around. Probably no Fox bodies, like earlier stuff. Like
Okay.
yeah,
buy something off of.
How about the Rainbow Chic? You know all those cars he has?
yeah.
Some of those cars are really, really
Is he
sick.
the 0 mile guy?
I
What-
think,
yeah.
believe so.
Rainbow Chic?
0 mile.
Yeah, he's
It's
a
a-
chic out in the Middle
yeah.
East, and he has a bunch
Okay.
of cars that he just does crazy rainbow pinstripes
Just
on.
does- Okay.
Shook, bring up Rainbow Chic car collection or something.
Hoonigan did a video a while back, and they went and visited this car collection, and every car in the collection had 0 miles on it.
Wow.
But I was like,
Is he
how is
Rainbow?
that possible?
Is it the
I
Rainbow
don't know.
Chic?
It's like
think
you
it
always
is.
have to move it like on a dolly somehow. or-
Right. Never turn it on.
Yeah, he's just he just has like a bunch of weird cars and a bunch of weird colors. Some of them are rainbow.
Yeah.
Some of them have like, he also has like the big collection of all like the rainbow Rolexes. Yep,
That's-
there's some more stuff.
There's something.
Wow.
Is that, like
World-
is that Benzo or G body? I can't really
The
see.
world's
Benzo.
most
Benzo.
bizarre car collection. Yeah.
Benzo monster truck.
Yeah.
What's up? Probably.
Yeah, maybe. I'd buy something off of Ricky Rose, Rick Ross.
Oh,
I'm sure he's got. I'm sure he's got some cool shit.
Christopher Ross.
Action Bronson's
He's
a
got
big,
quite the collection.
what do you call it? Big car guy
He
too.
is, yeah, BMW guy too.
Yeah.
Well, Action's he's got that
Schmidt wheel guy.
E34 wagon with Schmitz.
Yeah.
He just posted on his website the other day, on his Instagram.
Let's see. Sam Joey
Sam Joey.
just writes, "What's behind the secret door in the HQ we don't get to see in the vlogs?"
Wish we could tell you.
Yeah, can't talk about that.
Paul V's not going to let us
I
show
was
you
gonna
that.
say, don't mess with who's behind that door.
Nope.
Let's see. JoJo Mark II,
JoJo Mark II.
rarest part you own / installed on one of your vehicles.
Oh, I have two things. I got this Gustav bracket from my M3 that holds the spark plug wires, and it just doesn't. I bought it right before like they just disappeared,
Yeah.
and now they're worth funny money. And then I have Bilstein E30 M3 coilovers that Bilstein doesn't even remember making,
Yeah, they
and
don't-
I don't have them on the car anymore. But I got them, and I called Bilstein, and we're like, yeah, we never made those. I'm like, well, here's a picture of Bilstein made in
West Germany.
West Germany. Like, well, I guess we did. So they rebuilt them for me, but yeah, really weird. I tried to find them online. I
You
couldn't
had
find
them
them.
rebuilt?
They rebuilt them back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Josh, we have an iPhone charger over there.
There's
No?
there. I don't think.
I have one
so.
on my.
No
Chris
worries,
was
no
asking
worries.
so.
Yeah. I think we might have a cable somewhere.
Nah, we'll figure it out later.
Rarest part, Corey?
I never actually got to put them on a car, but they were the postal tail lights from a Mark 1, but they were brand new in box, like the OG Hella Volkswagen like box wrapped in like the styrofoam and everything. Oh my god. I honestly don't even know if I would have ever actually put them on a car had I gotten to that point. Because they were just like they were like a timepiece. It was like a time capsule. You opened it. But that and then I had
in the package.
Yeah, all the old like Mark 1 postal stuff. I just collected it and just kind of went from there. Bunch of weird stuff.
Let's see. Rare stuff, which I don't even know if it's considered rare nowadays because I feel like a lot of people have them. But stubby mirrors, OEM HIDs for my Mark IV.
The stubbies are, oh my god,
Stubbies were sick, man.
That was the play. That was fun. I enjoyed those and the lights too. Jake _MX5.
Jake MX5.
What is your favorite brand of jeans?
Levi's.
Levi's.
Wrangler.
I like the
Ooh.
Origin jeans. I think Jocko Wilnick, the guys on Rogan all the time, they make them up in Maine.
Yeah.
Really nice, man.
Are they?
Yeah. Badass jeans.
Hmm.
Made in America.
Shouts to the jeans.
Also Jenko.
Also Jenko.
Jenko.
Yeah. Also Jenko.
The Jenko 52-inch pipes.
52s, buddy. Got a pipe somewhere, you know what I mean? Get a pipe where you can.
Let's see. 3.6 Matvia.
3.6 Matvia.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh, boy.
Straight piped 350Z.
Ooh.
Subaru E36. And he also just writes, there is no right answer. They are all fucking awful.
No, E36.
No, he's saying straight piped. Just a straight
straight piped all
yeah.
of those things?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should stop doing fuck, marry, kill.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Well, we're going to kill the Subaru.
Yeah, we'll just kill the Subaru.
That's
I don't know.
It doesn't
I'd probably
matter. Flip a
kill the
coin.
350Z.
Really? I think the 350Z is a proven performance
my-
platform. Unfortunately,
I
it's
just
got a
can't
straight
stand the
pipe.
straight pipe noise.
I know, but straight pipe Subarus are horrific as well. You ever heard a helicopter land?
I can stand that noise more than the 350. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know why? Because everyone who has a VQ is straight piped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No matter
exactly.
what
Right,
car
yeah.
it's in.
because they sounded fine stock. Not that I don't think you put a performance exhaust on them, but straight pipe's so bad.
Let's see. Beefy clutch.
Beefy clutch.
What's the worst problem you had with a car but kept driving it anyway?
I think I'm beyond the term of limitations on that Subaru I traded in.
Where's the problem?
What was it,
Oh,
one more time?
What is the worst problem you've had with a car but kept driving it anyway?
Ooh.
So, my first car, GSX.
Yes. my
Mitsubishi
first car,
Eclipse
too.
GSX. Pretty sure had a blown head gasket. Just kept going. Put more coolant in it. Let it do its thing. And I think the block ended up cracking.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then but but before that could really blow the motor, the transmission went. So it was
So I had a 92 Honda Accord sedan 5-speed that I got from my dad for $300
Yep.
with 288,000 miles on it.
Nice.
And I never did an oil change on that thing. I had it for well over a year, and I remember checking the oil level, and nothing would ever come on the dipstick.
Must be broken.
And I gave the car to my cousin.
He still drives it to this day.
I think she she didn't sell it. I think she gave it up
Yeah.
like 4 years ago when she finished medical school.
No way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it had like
Well built.
370.
Was that the like rectangular style one and had like the
No.
long
It was rectangular, but it was the one that had the curved corners.
Okay. I know. Yeah.
what
yeah,
year
yeah.
is it?
92.
90. Shook. Hit us with a 92 Accord sedan thing. I want to check this out. Did you have this in high school?
I did. I had
I kind of remember.
sheetrock screws holding in the front bumper.
Dude, if it was the Accord wagon, you would have been Pawtucket royalty. Remember how the Accord wagon? That's the only place I ever see him anymore, dude. Those things. Were
Hit us with that
sick.
white one. That white
Oh
one.
yeah, I know that one, dude.
Yeah.
I know that one. That's the one.
See,
Oh, yeah.
mine was the EX though. I had the alloys.
Oh shit.
I mean,
Yeah, don't bring up that
you
fucking
didn't have to
thing,
flex
man.
on him like that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Jesus. He's just stunting.
Yeah.
I think I had one of those for like a week or two.
Yeah, the thing wouldn't die.
I think my radio caught on fire.
My dad bought that car with way less than 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
He just used it to commute back and forth for construction jobs.
That's
And
awesome.
I got it with 288. My cousin put easily another 100 on it,
Yeah. My friend,
and I highly doubt she ever did it.
my friend Joey, my friend Joey Etris was like the king of those things. I remember him jumping a median in Fall River.
I always
With one
wanted
of
a
those
coupe.
fucking things.
You always wanted a coupe.
Yeah.
Th-
Never
I,
happened.
I think I had my WRX had a blown rod for like at least a month while I was driving around.
Yeah.
And it would just be like. And I was like, I know I've heard so many Subarus make this sound. I
Yeah,
guess it's
that's
fine.
just how they sound,
And
right?
I remember Jesse just being like, "What are you doing?"
Let me throw some more oil in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Ben Jarmin, shouts English Ben.
Jesse, man.
If you could have any color Diablo, why did you choose purple?
That's an excellent question.
That's very difficult to beat. He
Maybe
sent
are
us a
between
picture of
a
one.
purple one and then one that's white on white.
Dude, the Accord wagon.
Oh, you gotta go white on white.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah,
Oh,
that
the
holy
Accord
smokes.
wagon, dude.
That thing
on.
brings it.
Oh,
With 4 EVs in the trunk.
I wonder if
Oh.
there's any of those on Bring a Trailer.
dude,
Probably.
yeah, I mean, I go purple on white. That's the only
Purple
way to
on
buy a
white,
Diablo. I'm not buying a white on white.
I wanted to find
I
the
don't live
cocaine
that close
boys.
to Miami.
Yeah.
Timbo Ass, shouts Timbo.
Timbo.
Favorite car detailing product.
I'm such a fan of
Roots.
just Adam shampoo. Just like straight up, they're just like
Yeah, it's excellent.
pH neutral or pH balance, however they call it. So
Yeah.
like it really helps against like it drying fast and like leaving spots, but it just works so well. It's like no gimmicky shit, no advertised bullshit. It's just literally blue soap in a bottle, and
Does
it
it.
fucking works great.
Yeah, I gotta
That's
buy
it.
another gallon of that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta buy it by the gallon because you get the little bottle and you're like,
Yeah, it's going one
Fun.
wash. I'm a big foam cannon guy. Suddenly,
I can't think of the name of it. I thought we had some
Changes
over
your,
there.
changes your life when you use
dude,
it.
and I just buy the shit off. Just buy the shit off Amazon.
Yeah.
It's like $20, and it's the same as everybody else's foam cannon.
Yeah.
You don't need a big fireman thing in your.
and then
foam.
when it
You're
and
fine.
then when it breaks, and if it breaks,
you just
it's
grab
only
another one.
$20 to replace it. Yeah, instead of 200 something like it is.
And I love putting on the end of the super long rod on the power washer. You know,
Yeah.
just so everybody knows.
I remember I was looking into them, and then I saw one for from Obsessed Garage.
Obsessed.
Yeah,
His
he's
like
the
full
best.
kit. Yeah, he goes a little.
Dude, I was looking into his gear, like his whole setup, like the power washer he suggests. Like, dude, I'm gonna have to sell the car to get that
Yeah.
power
Yeah.
washer.
No shit.
Yeah, it's not that serious.
Yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
Or the air purification system that you
Oh
want.
my
to
God.
have in
Yeah.
your garage.
Yeah.
Buddy, where am I
It's-
going with this?
It's next level. It's next level.
Yo, I'm washing my car. Like I'm not starting a business over here.
Or you're not running a lab.
yeah.
This guy's running
Yeah.
cleaner air than my water is
Yeah.
coming through
Oh,
the faucet.
absolutely, dude. That dude's out of control. Shouts to him.
VW Hathaway third. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. There's a good glass cleaner floating around here.
Spray away.
Yeah,
Spray
I
away's
believe
the
it's
best
spray
glass
away.
cleaner.
It's good. It's the
They had
foamy
to take
one
the
that comes
lady
out.
off it though.
I didn't know.
There used to be like
the-
some housemaid chick on it, and
right. They had to
Give her the
ixnay
axe,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
uh,
You
different days.
Times are changing.
Times are tough. VW Hathaway 13.
VW Hathaway 13.
What's the manliest shoe to do car things in? Uh,
It's definitely
No
Crocs.
balance.
he
Balances.
prefers flip flops.
Yeah, we know.
Like, well, Blake and I got it done in Crocs, so
Yeah,
that's my vote.
I tend to do Crocs in the garage.
Corey, you don't like chemical guys?
Chemical Guys used to be really good, but then they expanded their line so much that it would just turn into so much marketing. You know what I'm saying? So like,
It's
disagree.
overwhelming too.
it's yeah. Before it's like, oh, we had like two or three different like car washes, and it's like this one's like meant for degreasing. This one's meant to like keep
The
the,
butter
car.
wax.
Yeah, and then now we're just like,
Water wax shampoo.
if you go to the website, I mean, it's just it's tens and
Right.
Yeah, but
20
they just they just expanded it to everything.
Yeah, it's like,
and they used to do some stuff really, really good.
all different colors, all different flavors,
the-
scents. It's just like,
yeah,
all right,
it's
Dude, I
well,
think
the
just give me
rainbow over
something.
there.
Yeah,
I think the butter wax fell off. I was a huge fan of that stuff.
you?
And I used some last year, and it's just not the same.
Really?
I don't know why, man. Yeah, I've been using some of that spray on, like the P&S bead maker, the spray on stuff. It's unbelievable compared to it. Yeah.
Kevin 401.
Kevin 401.
What's your favorite and least favorite VW R GTI?
Mark
Or
5's
R
everyone's
Golf,
least
I
favorite.
believe.
Yeah, Mark 5.
Nobody likes the
Yeah.
Mark 5.
I don't like Mark 6s at all.
More than not liking Mark 5.
I don't like either one of them, truthfully.
Yeah, but come on. I mean, the
I
only
would say
thing
at
I'm-
least the Mark V sounded good.
the Mark 5 sounded good and had the
Yeah.
center exhaust, which was
Yeah.
cool, but it was
Yeah.
only DSG, which
Yep.
pissed everyone off at the
right,
time.
right.
My favorite's the Mark 4. I had one. It was the best.
I
Yeah.
take one right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would too.
Yeah. Mark IV and the newer stuff.
But they're stupid money now.
I know.
Oh, it's crazy.
Josh
Yeah.
is trying to buy one, so we're trying to buy it up.
That's
from
why
under him.
I decided, I'm just going to go with the Corvette.
Corvette,
yeah.
Go vet. Tim Valero.
Tim Valero.
Restore or resto mod old cars. How do you handle car purists?
Resto Mod, I don't
Yeah.
talk to him.
You know,
I don't worry about him.
like the
You can't.
restoration stuff, is interesting, right? Because it gets to some point where now we're like looking at like date stamps on brackets.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother level.
It's like gets to the point where it's like
Remember that
too-
event we went to?
It's
the
like too
BMW
much.
one?
Yeah, exactly.
Chris and I went to a were you at
Oh
that one
my
too?
God.
Yeah.
We went to the concourse when we got there and we're just like, oh wow, this isn't for us.
Yeah.
Like actually we should have brought
it's
our
like-
daily drivers, which were stock M5s.
We showed up to the BMW concourse event, and we in BMWs, and we might as well have showed up in like Chevettes.
Yeah. Like it was all bone stock mint cars. And we
Yeah.
both had F10 M5s at
Yeah.
that point.
Yep.
We would have won in those.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was such a weird event.
I
Lots
like-
of waxing.
I like the resto mod thing because it's like, hey, I'm gonna take this. Yeah, lots of waxing. I'm gonna take this old thing, and I'm gonna improve on it so I can use it more.
Yes.
Versus like the restoration is like I'm gonna rebuild this like it wasn't a factory and then just put it in the corner and look at it.
Yeah. I just don't have time for any of
So
that.
I had a conversation with somebody the other day, real quick, and they were saying, "Are you gonna, repaint the E30?" And I said, "I'd like to someday, but I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Only because of the simple fact that right now, the body's shitty,
Yeah.
and I love driving it because I
Yeah.
don't worry about a goddamn thing.
You want
Right.
to use it. Right.
And then it's like you respray a car over, and you're like, oh,
Yeah. Especially that particular
I
car.
got a rock chip.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got a scratch. I can't park it there.
Yeah.
Now it's just like I'm taking this bitch to the grocery store.
Yeah, hop in.
Oh, like you
Yeah.
said, you've been using it as your daily.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more enjoyable that way.
Resto mod.
Let's see. Vraxes just writes
Vraxes.
Hyundai Kona N first impressions. I honestly haven't.
I saw it. No need for it.
Had no idea.
Is this the CUV?
Yeah. It's like a performance variant of the CUV.
Okay.
I didn't pay any attention to it.
That guy was ripping.
Maybe
in
I
the,
should.
Veloster end.
Veloster guy was getting it. Oh, that guy
they're
passed
getting
me
it?
for sure. And
That's
he passed
cool.
me, and then I kept on like, he's not gonna get away. But that car ripped, dude.
Yeah.
Some of those modern things, man,
There
They
was a
get it out
Kona. They
Spe-
was using Kona as a camera car when they were chasing.
Yeah, I
Turek
remember
around.
that.
Yeah.
especially
there it
since we found out my M Coupe's the heaviest car on earth. Like I don't even know why I
You
run
say-
that thing.
Shook, you said you like this?
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't.
wow.
I don't mind it at all. I think that looks good. I'd rather that than a Veloster.
I don't want to start the trend.
Yeah.
you know?
This is the.
Oh,
we,
is that an
That's a
off
G-
purple?
That's a GLA competitor, Corey.
Yeah.
What kind of horsepower does the thing have? And doesn't come in that purple color because that's what I want.
I think. What is that? Okay, I'm not even gonna say what color I think it is. So.
Ice blue.
Deep
Yeah,
brown?
that's what I thought it was. I thought it
Ming-
was that same
Ming, Ming blue.
Veloster N color.
while Shook's looking up
Yeah.
the specs on that. Last couple here. Let's see. 3.6 Matvia again. Am I the
3.6
only
Matvia.
one that's tired of seeing every manufacturer use the same tablet style infotainment system?
Oh no, you're not.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
sucks.
cookie cutter stuff.
Yeah.
It's as everybody, just like the digital dash stuff. Then it's going to go to the fucking let's do the
Wideboard.
dash the entire size of the dash.
Then let's give the
Um,
passenger a dash. Let's
I
give
think-
the
Right.
rear passengers a dash.
right.
I think it's terrible that you get a Highline car and it's got the same infotainment system as, like
yeah,
freaking entry level
yeah, yeah. Right. You almost
Jeep
feel
Renegade.
it's almost cheapened. Like why do I? It doesn't feel as limited.
What am I paying for?
266 horse?
286.
286?
286, 289.
Pretty spicy.
But only to the front wheels.
Best way. Nothing like
Okay.
torque steer.
0 to 60. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of
let's
into it
see.
as well.
Could be a new daily for you, Shook.
Shook. Lease one.
Let's
Civic's
see.
going. Time to
Edelman.
lease a Kona.
It's just getting good, buddy.
Last one, Edelman.
Edelman.
Name a smell that only a gearhead would love. For me, it's two-stroke smoke.
Brakes on the track. Are those my brakes? Is my car on fire? Is that my clutch? No, it's just brakes at the track.
exactly how my day went.
That's exactly how it goes. Oh, it's on fire. Nope, it's my brakes. Is it my brakes? I didn't
Yeah.
brake hard. Yeah, that's what we every single time.
Nuts.
Just race fuel. Race
Yeah.
fuel in general. Like it's very distinct. You know
Yeah.
when it's there.
That's true. That is
It's
definitely a
enjoyable.
secret.
For sure.
Yeah.
next door, I can always when they're
Ex-
out and about, it's always wafting in
Yeah,
the air.
Oh,
yeah.
sweet.
You get
Yeah.
sense of it, or like again, being in Fall River, getting behind a certain Fox Body Mustang at times. You
Going down the Ave.
oh, that's the guy right
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
That's-
that guy's
that's
making
the guy.
250 horsepower.
That's the one. I think
might
that's
be.
going to do it for us today.
I think it is,
I
man.
think so.
That was a fun one.
As always, thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of our other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, the Circle Jerks podcast. Then visit our website for more information and advertising opportunities. And last but not least, thank you very much, Chris, for coming to hang
Yeah,
out.
thank you so
anytime.
much.
We'll be back. We got
Yeah.
some guests scheduled coming up.
Oh, yeah?